You white Brian Fellows, motherfucker. Can you
What?
change it to Brian Fellows as your background?
Who?
Brian Fellows.
Is that
That's
who
my
did the poster?
background? No, I'm not.
I'm Brian Fellows, and that's a koala.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, hold on a second.
Like, I'm pretty sure Horatio was a cast member of SNL during that time period.
Yeah.
Obviously, that was good memories and great cast parties. Because you
Guy
don't
looked just like me.
Yeah.
Are we
Oh,
live?
no,
Hey, we're
I'm
live.
not.
There's no intro.
I'm not doing that. There's no intro. We don't do intros.
There's no intro tonight.
Oh,
No.
there's an intro tonight because last week after the show, I was thinking to myself, I was like, I made a bet with somebody, and I even emailed you guys, sent you guys a message. Who did I make a bet with? Everyone's like, what are you talking about? Well, I made a bet with Skoi that Reba would not be played at this run for $5, and I'm sticking to that.
Big mistake.
Yeah. Okay, so you don't think Reba's gonna get played tonight either, huh?
No, I don't think Reba's. I think Slave is going to be the big fish song tonight.
Not in 2020.
Yeah, I mean, it might be, but after Reba.
No, Reba isn't going to happen because
Really?
nobody can whistle. Mike isn't there to whistle.
Nobody needs to whistle. You got beep, 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 beep.
I want whistling. The only legitimate Rebas are where they whistle.
Oh shit!
Can I tell you what my mom told me growing up?
Go ahead.
What'd your mom say, Llama?
My mom always told me, want in one hand, shit in the other, and see which one gets full.
Yep.
And I think that's good advice to give you when it comes to Trey playing at the Beacon. I'm pretty sure you're not going to get what you want, man.
Oh,
you're probably going to get a Reba Sans whistle. Unless Ciro comes out with some whistly thing.
Dude, that's a great call.
Ciro could whistle.
Now you got my hopes up. Now you got my hopes up for fucking Ciro coming in with a fucking whistle that we've never seen before. Some instrument from like the middle of like some remote region of Africa.
No, I want one of those train whistles with the hook.
Oh, I'm sorry.
See, look at that.
I'm sorry. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
he has one, yes.
Do you want a slide whistle? I'm sorry. All right. Let me see if I can do Reba really quick. It's not bad for my first try. I've never tried to tell
There you
that.
go.
The microphone didn't pick it up as well as you would think it would, though.
Yeah, I know. It's fucking Zoom. What are you going to do? I mean, thank you, Zoom, for all you do for us in the pandemic. But
yeah, especially caring about our security and stuff.
Yeah. It's really going well. It's really going well. But we'll still use you, you know.
Yes, only because I've already
YouTube and Google as well. By the way, YouTube and Google, thank you so much for all that you do for all of us.
We have people coming on tonight, right?
Yeah, we do have people coming on tonight. Like, we got a lot of people coming on. Actually, it's a giant.
Heard it could get ugly.
List. So somehow during the week,
someone had a bad day.
The guest list got out of hand, and it's spiraled into evidently like everybody in Fish Twitter might have been promised the spot on the show. I'm not exactly sure what's going on.
Oh shit! Everybody?
I don't know. It seems like anybody who talks to in the thread, which I've muted like 8 times now, so I have no clue.
Yeah. Can I make guesses? Am I allowed to make guesses?
You can make guesses, yeah.
Because I missed the meeting where you talked about the guests.
That's the problem.
About guests.
We didn't
watched
have a
movie
meeting with guests. It's just
yeah. We watched a movie.
All right, I'm going. Wait. What's the ratio of male to female?
20-1.
Wait, we have 21 guests coming on. Llama. What's the ratio? Llama, what's the ratio?
It's like all to none.
It's all dudes.
You say dudes. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sausage party.
I'm gonna go. At it's not Forensic.
And you would be wrong.
You're incorrect.
Really? I'm gonna invite him right now.
Oh
Okay.
no.
No, he's
No.
from Georgia,
First
man.
up, we're gonna have Dave from the Brooklyn Bowl. He's coming on.
And then we're gonna have my buddy Mike, who I met 21 years ago, almost tonight. Come on.
Yeah.
He married one of my best friends, so he has to be all right if I let that happen.
Don't make me break out the slide whistle.
And then after that, there were a lot of hot takes last week, and these are the rebuttals to those hot takes.
I'll be back in like 2 and 2. I forgot to do something.
Oh no! All right, Llama.
All right, you got this.
I couldn't wait till he was gone, man. To be honest with you, like I was just like, man, if Kev can get out of here and it's just me and Llama, we'd have such a great show.
Oh, he's gonna come back and rewatch this, and he's gonna be mad for all of 5 minutes, man.
Oh yeah, he'll be mad for 5 minutes, and then he'll walk around the block, and then he'll be like cool with it.
Either that, or he's gonna stack all the guests up against us.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
He's there.
Sometimes you do that bit, and I'm not sure if you're joking.
You really changed your shirt.
I did because I wanted to wear my Not in Rehab shirt tonight.
Because Trey's raising money to start a rehab, so you thought that would be an appropriate shirt to wear.
Appropriate.
You know, for people that are struggling out there.
I don't get boomer humor, man.
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
It's my shirt. I made this shirt specifically for a concert that I put on.
Okay.
Oh, hey, do we have guests waiting, or do we have to stall some more?
No. We have no guests waiting right now. I could probably share some links.
Oh, because I was going to let Kev know that we're playing Stump the Boomer tomorrow.
Oh, that's what I heard. And I was given no indication of where the questioning will go, which makes it doubly difficult.
Yep.
Since you're probably going to tell the other people are going to know where it's going.
Maybe.
So they could have already told me where it's going, and I don't remember. So
Right. We're not, it's not a quiz show situation. Like, we're not going to cheat you. We're going to try, because I am sincerely fucking
It's not a
admired.
quiz show situation. I like that.
Thank you for getting the reference. But no, I am sincerely admired at how much stupid and useless shit you know. And I kind of want to set you up to win, to be honest with you. I want to just ask things that you would only know.
You know, I consider myself to be the Washington Generals.
So,
You know, I'm never going to win.
What city?
The Washington Generals.
Washington? Okay, Washington Generals.
Who played the Harlem Globetrotters.
Yep.
They
The
were their
Washington
foil.
Generals. Yeah.
Yes. And I consider Ryan to be the Harlem Globetrotters and me to be the
Oh, man, you're better. You're better than the Washington Generals.
What do you have wrong with that? It's not like I'm from Minnesota or something, you know?
Oh no, it's not like you're from Minnesota.
And I talk like a normal person.
Yeah, in your world, yeah, for sure, man. You're good.
Everybody I know talks like I do. So, except you guys. You guys are weird from
that's
LA
exactly
and
it.
stuff.
Yeah, but that's exactly it. I don't blame you for your accent at all. I'm allowed to adore it and then mock it once in a while.
When the first time I went to Florida, I met someone who said you talk funny, and I was like 7 or 8 years old. I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about? I talk funny."
Did you punch him?
No, I did. It was a cute little girl. I was 8.
Oh,
9,
okay. That's
7.
good. That's
You
good.
know, oh, look at her hair. She has bouncy curls.
Was that your thing when you were a kid? Bouncy curls?
I was a big fan of big hair because big hair was big in the 70s and 80s.
What? Oh, hey, Llama. Do you mind picking up your show for a second? 'Cause I have a question. Kevin.
Yeah.
Describe the first girl you French kissed.
Chrissy Sawyer. We were
I
at this.
didn't ask for her name. I said to describe her.
We were at the 7th
We're not
grade.
going to box Chrissy Sawyer.
Um,
Trey, if you're watching, make a Chrissy Sawyer song tonight.
She was.
Yeah.
She had stringy blonde hair and she was tiny. She was like 5'4", 5'5".
She was 4455.
4-4.
My Christy Sawyer.
Oh goodness.
She had stringy blonde hair.
But she was a really cool chick.
And she was really cute, according to Kevin.
And she didn't answer my phone call the next day.
What was that?
She didn't answer my phone call the next day. She
And
didn't want to
she
talk to me.
didn't answer my phone call the next day because she was too good for me. Probably her parents were rich and she was
Chrissy
good
Sawyer.
girl.
Chrissy Sawyer, there you go. From Chad Rigatoni.
That was your theme song, Llama. I'm sorry I didn't bring you in with one.
That's fine. Everybody loves a good heartbreak story.
It really was.
First loves are always the toughest.
Okay, Llama.
Ryan says that Stump the Boomer is his favorite game. So
Why is Llama in the fucking chat and not in this fucking room?
no, Ryan.
Ryan, that's what I'm sorry.
Because we have a schedule and we're trying to be more professional, Chad. It's professional.
Oh, I missed the meeting. I said.
Yes. You were busy at the Hooray Show.
No, I literally was peeing. Like that's what I was doing. When you guys were talking about guests,
So in a way, we were all taking care of business.
yeah, I mean, yeah, I had to pee before I didn't want to have to hold it while we were on the air.
Yeah. I sent out the link, waiting for a couple responses, see what happens.
I had to find this hat too.
Yeah, is that an LL Bean hat?
Oh, I don't think so, but it came from somewhere special. I don't even remember where
is it clipped or is it
No, there's a
bent?
It's a button.
Okay.
Yeah. But I put it in back because I learned my lesson. You don't put it around your neck, you put it in back.
Oh, because someone could strangle your ass?
Well, you got to be careful. You got to look out.
Or if the wind blew, it might choke you.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. That's what would happen. I don't know. I didn't like it under my Adam's apple. That's where it always rests. Like if you put it in front, it is right under your Adam's apple. For you guys out there that have Adam's apples. So, ladies, you're welcome.
First of all, if a lady has an Adam's apple, that's all right too.
No, it's totally cool. I'm totally fine with it. But I'm just saying, if you don't have one.
Humans with Adam's apple, we feel you with a little knot, right?
What the fuck is it? Can we talk about this for a second? What the fuck is an ad? I don't even know what it is.
Have you ever been to Lucky Chan's? Lucky Chan's in New Orleans?
No.
Every woman in there, they have the most beautiful women in the world as servers there, and they're all dudes. They all have Adam's apples.
Okay, but I want to talk about what is an Adam's apple without looking it up. Like, what does it do?
I think it does something with the vocal cords.
It makes your balls drop.
Go on. No, hold on. How does the Adam's apple make your balls drop? Please, Kevin. The floor is yours.
No. What happens is when your voice drops, your Adam's
I'm sorry.
When your voice drops, the Adam's apple moves down and it releases this sack of hormones that goes down and it drops your balls.
Do you know this or are you making this fucking up?
He's making this up. He's making
totally
it up.
I am not I'm not a doctor, but that was actually a legit fucking I was sort of like
Looks possible.
I gave it like a 50-50. I'm like, that could be close to true.
He could have thrown in the phrase adrenal gland instead of sack, and I probably would have agreed with him.
That was a mistake, man. You got to get adrenal gland in your vocabulary. All right, so Llama, what do you think an Adam's apple is for?
I think the Adam's apple is for voice recovery things for your vocal cords.
Okay. You ready for my dark fucking answer to this?
Yes.
Is our first guest ready yet?
No. Nobody's.
God damn it, I was really hoping I wouldn't have to do mine. I was trying to stall. All right. So here's my theory about the Adam's apple. It's developed in males to protect our throats in case a tiger bites us.
Oh, I thought you were going to go with the karate chop to the throat.
Oh no, that hurts more.
Oh, that hurts like shit.
It's like the balls too. Like, hey, ladies out there, if you ever want to hurt a man, Adam's apple and nuts, just fucking get us. We're done. Don't worry about it. Like no matter what size the dude, his Adam's apple and his nuts are gonna you'll take him out like that. PSA from Look Plus, ladies, for
I'd rather get hit in the balls than the Adam's apple because you have a better chance of living.
Hi, Tim.
You're right. I agree. If you can get the Adam's apple, fuck, take them out.
And the balls at the same time.
Oh, dude, if you can
that's a fucking amazing drop kick.
No, if you can do honestly, hey, check this out. If you do enough yoga, Dave, you can do this fucking move. Boom. Ladies, self-defense. Boom. Hi, David.
What's up?
What's up?
Yoga with Chad, Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 9 a.m. Central.
We're just giving 9 a.m. Pacific, and we're just
9 a.m. Pacific.
giving the ladies some self-defense lessons. What are you doing?
You are very red.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn on another light. I have like 5 lights on right now in my place, and it's still not enough.
Do you have the lights used?
Are you in your bathroom that has
Why'd you call him out? Why'd you call him out on his lighting? Make him all insecure and shit.
I didn't.
Someone on the show.
Don't feel bad. We once asked Mikita if he was at an old-fashioned Taco Bell when he was in his house.
True. Hi, David. Nice to meet you.
Hey, what's
You
up?
basically need to have porn lighting for Zoom.
Okay.
If you really want to look good.
Mute him.
No, we give warnings before we go to the penalty box.
All
But
right.
he agreed with me. He understands what I'm saying.
Yeah, we get it. We're moving on.
Nice hat, Chad.
So
Thank
Fish is not playing tonight, and you have like detailed reasons.
Well, yeah, I mean,
let me get on my finger page.
huh?
Really?
I mean, there's obviously throughout this whole 8-week time period, there's been a lot of speculation, and this I've never believed that it was actually going to happen. And the primary reason behind that is that I believe that like the act of putting together a Fish show is just too massive. It's too massive of a task. There's way too much money and people and technology involved, and I don't think that they would want to do a stripped down version of it.
You don't think they do like an acoustic set?
Maybe. I mean, I hadn't considered that possibility, but I also think that like the members of the band don't want to all travel, especially Paige. And I think I've been thinking about this a lot, that a big reason why I don't believe that it would happen during this particular run is because I think that if Fish was going to do something like this, that they would want to make it into a bigger thing, and it wouldn't just be on Twitch. You know, I mean, I don't think that the members are against doing like
they would charge money for it.
They would charge money, and they also I believe that it would have to be in like probably a bigger place. I mean, the way that they have the beacon set up is awesome, and the lighting is great and everything. But I mean, Kuroda would get involved, so I think that they would probably have to do it like at MSG. They would set up MSG, and they would probably charge like $50 for a stream, you know. And like, I just think like that's the only way to make it financially feasible for them to even do this, because I think Trey is probably putting a ton of his own money into this.
I said $100K over this whole thing. You probably spent
For sure,
to pay union rates for all those string people. I mean, that's big money.
Yeah.
Hey, David. Hi, nice to meet you. Chad. Can I? Hasn't it been fun to think about though? Like, what if those guys sneak up on us and do a show tonight?
I mean, it would be great, and I would be shocked as hell. But I mean, I would.
Yeah, shocked as hell. Yes, but wouldn't it be like you've entertained that idea in your head? If you're like any Fish fan, you've been like, oh man, what if it's Fish on Friday? Or did you dismiss it right away?
I dismissed it a long time ago.
No, I mean, like, you never gave yourself a second to fantasize about that a little bit. I mean, that's practical if you didn't.
Probably not. I don't know. I think that the fact that it's billed as Trey Anastasio necessarily means that, like, that even if all 4 members were in New York City, like, the most I could ever see actually happening is, like, you know, Mike comes in and plays a song, then Paige comes in, and maybe but then there's like one song where they're all playing together. But I don't know. I just think it's billed as Trey, and most of the shows have been Tab, so that's what he's doing.
I honestly think Trey is done with Fish after this. It's going to be 10 months out of the year, Trey and his solo stuff, and a couple shows in December for New Year's run.
I hope not. I mean, this
is my continued bad take, and it will come true, and then everyone's going to be like, oh, you're a fucking prophet.
Maybe.
No,
hey, Llama,
having way too much fun.
Yeah, man, what's up?
Did you have a question for David?
Yeah. My question is exactly what are you willing to donate when you're proven wrong and Fish takes the stage for an acoustic set?
Ooh.
Do you want to put a little donation money on this? Do you feel that confident?
Yes, I would, even though I am I've been unemployed for 9 months and I have no money. I would.
I'll put the same $5 I put on Reba.
We will raise a donation in your name.
Okay, so hold on a second. The criteria is all 4 members of Fish appear on stage tonight at some point. Mm-hmm. Is that the criteria?
See, I feel so confident that I would just throw out some outrageous number. But on the tiny chance that does happen, I'd be fucked. So,
all right, let's make a gentleman's bet.
Okay,
$25.
25?
Yeah.
All right, I'll match. If Fish appears on stage tonight, I'll match $25 to donation of David's choice.
Awesome.
It better not be some right-wing fucking Nazi shit.
No.
Yeah, I thought this was going to be for the Divided
Sky. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Just making sure. All right.
Oh, it's for any charity any organization that I choose.
So David, what's your call tonight?
Into my weed fund.
All right, there you go. What's your call tonight? What do you think the bust out's going to be?
Good question. I was looking over the set list. I've been one of the fucking huge nerds that keeps up with the set list and puts it into the chat. Oh boy.
There's Reba and Slave, Thread. There's a bunch of like Cayman Review, Simple Twist Up, Night Speaks to a Woman left.
Mm-hmm. Look at this. How the fuck do you know this? Reba. Oh, all right. Hold on. All right. I'm going to add on to this bet. $25 says they play Reba tonight.
I'm not going there with you. I've already got $5 in with Skoi, and I don't bet. I'm not allowed to bet.
No, not bet. Donate to fucking the fund.
It's betting.
No, because I think that you're right. I think that there's a good possibility that happens. Yeah.
If they play Reba, I'm automatically putting in $25. If it's all 4 members of Fish, I'm putting in another $25 to the Stray Ney fund.
So Reba, you think Reba's what they're going to bust out?
What about Fluffhead?
Yeah, I've been thinking that.
Oh no, but do you do the whole fucking thing?
I think Fluffhead is page dependent.
But you have it with the strings.
Huh?
Fluffhead with Rescue Squad.
Yeah, it has to be it has to be.
Yeah.
I think the best thing to call is some sappy tune that everybody loves, like Snowflakes in the Sand or something, because he's probably going to bust out some sappy tune in the middle.
I just answered a question on this Yem blog thread, but about tab songs, and I answered Simple Twist Up Dave, Sleep Again,
Oh, that's a good call.
All songs that begin with the letter S, coincidentally. Sidewalk, San Francisco, Spin, and Speak to Me. Those are my calls for tab songs. Fish songs, I'm gonna have to think about that for a second. Like,
do you think that we'll get another Kazakh song? Since he's done 2 of them, he's done We Come to Outlive Our Brains, didn't they?
No, he did Turtle in the Clouds and
Death Don't Hurt Very Long.
And he also did Say It to Me, Santos.
Okay, so he's done. So there might be another. What would that be? Mercury and Amber.
Amber and Mercury.
I think that would be the best.
Amber and Mercury. That would be cool.
Death Don't Hurt.
Personally, my favorite of the Kazbot songs is Everything Is Hollow. So I'd love to hear that.
There you go.
But every time that, like, Fish has only played Everything Is Hollow like 3 times, I think.
So
3 or 4.
So that would be a tougher one.
So yeah, but they never play it the same way. There's always that like that breakdown kind of bridge section. And I thought that the original Halloween version of that song, that section sounded a lot like Tuesday, the Trey Anastasio band song. So I think that Trey probably realized that it was too similar and he wanted to change it up. And every time that they've played Everything Is Hollow since, it's been like different variations of that. So I don't know. I think that maybe they haven't been playing it as much because they're still writing it in a way.
Interesting. Now, my thing and what I find really interesting is he's gone this whole time, and if you don't consider the intro to the Halloween week where they covered 28 Days Later for the gag, there's not been a single cover song. Does he play a cover song tonight?
Do you think he will, or do you think that's possible?
No, I don't think he will. I think I got rid of all the covers off my finger. I had It Makes No Difference, and I was like, they aren't going to do it. Even though that would be a great quarantine song.
I would Ooh Child.
Yeah,
I would love that. That's my 70s shit. Soul
I
shit.
saw Trey play Ooh Child at the Michigan Theater, and man, oh my God.
Yeah.
So good.
Great. So good. Yeah, It Makes No Difference is amazing. I always
my ex-wife one night, it was like 4 a.m. We'd been partying all night, and she looks at me and she said, when you die, I'm gonna sing It Makes No Difference at your funeral. And I was like, that's so cool, Amanda, thank you. And it was like we had this whole fucking moment because of that weird ass statement she made, but it's such an incredible tribute to someone to sing that to him, you know. Even though the title is It Makes No Difference, the whole beauty of the song is that it does.
That brings up a great question. David, what would be your funeral song?
There you go.
Wow.
Oh, no.
I can't believe I haven't thought about this before. I can't believe that I didn't just have it.
Everyone has a walk-on song, but walk-off song is another.
And a walk-off song.
I guess I've just never considered the idea that I would have a funeral. Like, I think when I die, it's going to be in some way where they never find the body, and it's just a mystery. Yeah.
Wait, so you're a fucking novel? Is that what you're the beginning of a novel? Like David Stray Ney disappeared and no one could find his body, and then like the whole fucking novel is about not you, your friends or loved ones trying to find your body.
It's basically retelling Adam Katz's story.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am a novel.
Right. Then let me rephrase the question. What's the soundtrack? What's the song while they're trying to find your body?
Run Like Hell.
Don't answer for him. Let him answer.
That's a great question. There you go.
Thank you.
Okay, because now I'm trying to think about like different.
I got one for you.
We'll come back to it. You come back to it later.
No. Let's see. What's the one on? Never mind.
Paradise City. No.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about that one. I have so many things.
All right, take your time. I'll go next. I want
Grab a beer. Keep
I want
talking.
Grateful Dead's that scared him away. I want Grateful Dead's Broke Down Palace.
Okay.
What?
I
Did
will
you
sing it. I will come sing it. I will come sing
Want you
it.
to, I didn't ask
At
you.
your
I
funeral?
did not invite you to my funeral. I
I'm
mean,
not
you're
invited to your funeral. All
You're
right.
invited, but I don't want you to sing.
Damn, that's fucked up.
So I don't know what's happening, but Peace Shooter is about ready to enter.
All right,
This
great.
is either good
All right,
or bad.
You
This
had
is
some
my
time.
buddy Mike. And
Oh,
he's going to
shit.
change his name from Peace Shooter because he doesn't realize it's his kid's Zoom account or something.
Oh,
What?
he's just lucky it's PEA, not PEE.
Yeah, it's like he shoots
I
Pete.
shouldn't have gone to that website last night.
Kevin.
So I was telling
Strike two.
I was telling all of my adoring fans that it began at 6:30, so they should be arriving anytime now. I gotta be on now.
All right, well,
Well,
you better
We gave you a bit of a green room and a warm up here, so
You got a funeral song to think up after that beer. You got that beer to finish, then funeral song.
Oh, man.
Okay. Deal.
Hi, can you turn on your camera?
Yeah, 1 second.
Okay, we're good. Your audio is great.
Sorry, my kid changed it to the pea shooter. I got like a big pea shooter hat for a helmet for thanks. God damn it, Halloween. Trying to change my name.
It's Mike. What's up, Mike?
Hey, what's up, Kevin?
I've known Mike for a little over 20 years, 21 years almost.
Yep. The first show we went together was Mo at 930 Club in '99.
Just say that you went to a big Cypress with Kevin, and that's enough.
All right, I think they can hear you.
And that's Penny, who I've known for 30 some years.
And Penny was on Wednesday briefly.
Yes, we were all there. We were all there.
Yes.
So
We were all
There
there.
you go, P Shooter.
There we go.
You got to go up and change name in the little 3 dots in
I'm
the
trying
corner.
because if I keep the name, I'm gonna have to put the pea shooter helmet on.
That's
Plants
an
and
acceptable
Zombies.
option to deal with this. Yes.
That's an acceptable option. You want to be the pea shooter?
Yeah, just for some.
right.
There are no rules on Friday night.
So, Mike, that's Llama. He's
Hey,
one of
Llama.
the plus
Hey.
guys, and we have David, who's one of our Twitter people, who decided to come on tonight. And the world's greatest Chad dipped out, and the Weekend Wook dipped out. There you go. Nice.
There you.
See, we got comedy gold already.
Is that from a? Is that from a
Plants
video
vs. Zombies?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Yeah. Well, it's from a video game that's on your phone, though. That's why I was kind of like taken aback.
Yeah, it was like I guess it was my 5-year-old's Halloween costume, but it was bigger than him.
Oh wow.
Very nice.
This
I think I
Nice.
have
So-
it.
So,
So,
question
Mike.
for you, Mike. Have you been watching the Beacon shows?
No. And do you know what? I was
That
thinking
the
about
wrong
that
answer.
today.
That was the wrong answer.
No, it's not. It's not. I was thinking about that today. I love going like the next day, Saturday morning. I'd take a drive and listen on Sirius XM.
Oh,
When
okay.
they-
So you've listened to the shows. You just
Yeah,
haven't watched.
and I just have a tough time watching. I don't know. It's just weird with the pandemic, just watching like live shows. I'll go on YouTube the next day and see what clips they put on, but it's just weird. I mean, I like listening the next day on Sirius. It's just I just haven't. It's tough getting into it for me.
Yeah.
Hey, Llama. I'm sorry to interrupt. Llama, do you
I know.
not tell me this show is sponsored by Sirius XM? Like, what the fuck?
It's not sponsored by Sirius. It's
Oh, it just
Don't
felt
tell
like
Andy.
it was just a coincidence that they replay the show the following morning.
we just put
don't
out.
they play it while it's
You
happening,
scared my
too?
buddy off there.
No.
Did they,
So
did they broadcast it too?
They're broadcasting tonight. but
tonight they're
haven't
gonna
broadcasted
simulcast
before.
it. Yeah.
Hmm.
But you know that's in the background, right?
Yeah, no, it's a Hampton.
If you have the Live Fish app, like if you subscribe to it, you can watch. They have the video of the entire show for every
Yeah.
show.
Right.
Yeah, I haven't gotten that yet. We were talking about that today. It's like 14, 10, $15 a month.
Well, we watched The Hood
No.
the other day, you and I. What'd
You
you
did?
think of the hood? Yeah, remember when you
I
came
liked it.
over?
I hope they would have put the lizards on, but I mean, I like the hood. I like what's the use.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right
I
up.
love the rescue squad. I love the first chair violinist.
What Fish song do you hope they would play tonight? They're with the Rescue Squad.
I guess the question, since I haven't seen so much, have they done repeats
No,
No.
they've not done any repeats.
And only one cover, and it was a movie theme.
with the rescue squad?
You got Fluffhead on the table, Slave, Reba.
Reba,
Reba would be awesome. Yeah.
thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, that's one more.
Now,
I
go ahead, Dave.
I was gonna say I really want to hear Pebbles and Marbles.
With just Jeff and Trey. That's my call.
I
Just
would-
Jeff and Trey with
Good
fucking.
call. Good
Although
call.
I really do, I don't know if you guys remember, but like Tab 2002 era played Pebbles and Marbles before Fish ever did. Like I remember seeing them
Oh.
at the Paramount in Seattle in 2002, and they played Pebbles and Marbles, and I like immediately fell in love with it. It was the first time I'd ever heard it, and it's much more like bouncy than Fish's version. And I just remember while they were playing it being like, this is gonna
But
be
did when
know
Fish
that-
started, did they not do it again after? Was it one of those
No.
songs that got sucked into Fish's repertoire and disappeared?
It did. I mean, as soon as Round Room came out and like it became a Fish song, Tab never played it again.
Wow.
No. So are you still left coast?
He lived. Wait, who left
He
coast?
Who?
said he was in
Me?
Seattle.
No, I live in New York. I live in
Oh,
Brooklyn,
okay.
but I am from Seattle.
Okay.
I've lived out here for 7 years, but I'm from the Pacific Northwest.
Hi, Pea Shooter. I'm Chad. I
Yeah,
didn't catch your name.
Hi, Chad. Yeah, I'm Mike. I mean, I still haven't figured out how to change my name. My 8-year-old did it. So I can.
He's
Go
a
back to
fucking
this.
boomer. He's a boomer, Chad. So watch out.
Okay, no,
Oh,
Mike.
no.
Hey,
So-
Mike, please, hold on a second. Mike, please take that mask off because I want to point out something. You have the
Yeah.
best fucking beard game going in the room right now. Like that's a fucking
Thanks. You know,
How dare you disrespect the beard?
Yeah,
Which
what the
is
fuck,
funny.
man.
which is funny. I got laid off in July, and I hadn't shaved my
Oh,
beard
no.
since then, and had an interview, so I had to trim it up. But yeah,
You don't even know that Llama gave me the mute button while I was doing the rant. He muted me like 20 grand.
got the control.
That was fucking beautiful. That was a great joke, Llama. But no,
Thank
you're
you.
so I'm sorry. Llama has the best beard. Mike, you have the second best
I like
beard.
it. Thank you. Thank
Uh,
you.
David, third. Me, fourth. Kevin, I'm sorry, man.
Are you
Alright.
kidding?
This is
Well,
the
you
You and
official
I are
ranking.
stepping out back, Chad. You and I are going to step. Whoever comes back in is 4.
Whoever has the great
There
beard.
you go. Right now, it's a tie for first place between the 3 people whose beards you can see, and then
Let's just
and
get
then
but
one,
Chad
yo.
and Kev can duke it out.
I need some fucking touch of gray or something. That's all.
I don't even want that. I just want
Yeah.
it to go away. I want I just really want it to go away.
I want someone to shave me.
All right. So I think one thing that we did not mention is that the horns are back because they played last week. Are they coming
Yes.
back? And what do we want to hear with the horns? And let's start with Dave.
They are. I think that they are, and it was kind of surreal to see Natalie and James back with the band, because one of the last things that happened before COVID and everything for me was I was working at Brooklyn Bowl. I worked there bartending, and it was like the Sunday before we shut down, and there was a Graham Lesh show there, and James and Natalie sat in with him, and then
Oh,
after
cool.
after the show, yeah, it was awesome. And after the show, they came over to the bar and we talked for a while. And like one of the first things that got brought up was coronavirus. And James Casey was like, "Oh man, this shit's crazy. Like I'm really afraid that like live music isn't going to happen." And Natalie was like, "Yeah, I'm planning to go to Japan soon, but I don't know." And it was like 3 days later, the Bowl shut down.
Right.
So like
Nat-
that was it was surreal to see the two of them like on stage at this.
James plays in Natalie's band, correct? Natalie Cressman band. I think James plays saxophone with her band.
Yeah, I
She
think they did
nails
a
it.
tour.
Yeah, her vocals. I mean, she's the woman on vocals. You put her up in front. She was like bringing all kinds of soul things down, and I just saw a video of it. I never got to actually see them. You know, I've been to the Brooklyn Bowl once to see the remnants of the Radiators.
Mm.
It was I think they called themselves Raw Oyster Cult or something like that. I forget.
When was
the
that?
Gatorators. They called themselves the Gatorators. And
Yeah, I think I was there for that. I think I was.
it was a few years ago. It was a few years back. What's up, Chad? You missed the Radiators call out.
What
Oh, I
what
didn't.
song do you want to see the
Of
horn
course,
section
Kevin
play
would do
tonight?
that.
What?
Of course, Kevin would do a Radiators call out, but I'm sorry, Llama had a question.
Yeah.
He-
Oh no, I just want to know exactly what song Dave was hoping to hear with the horns tonight.
Oh,
Like we'll pretend that the horns are coming for sure. Like what song do you want to hear?
Simple Twist Up, Dave.
There you go.
Okay, with nice.
Good answer.
Chad, what do you got?
Susie Greenberg.
Yeah.
That's not the answer we were looking
Get
for.
the fuck out, man.
That's not the
Any
answer
of
we
that
were looking
stuff that
for.
they played
Well,
at,
wouldn't that be a repeat?
No.
No. They
No,
haven't.
they haven't done it yet.
I thought that they dedicated Susie Greenberg because she passed recently and they played Susie Greenberg.
Yeah.
That sounds vaguely familiar in my brain.
Hold
You're
on.
making
Your
that shit
nightmares
up.
must be terrible, Llama, man. You must be having some weird dreams.
I got a dream right now that Trump is president.
Well,
So
Keep dreaming.
sorry, I have
It's
to break
still
it.
a reality for
yeah,
few
exactly.
days.
Yeah. That's why I'm saying it's probably reality. How about you though, Mike?
54 days. 54 days.
What
You know, I just saw it. I mean, I guess I'm cheating. You know, Jambase has an article, 10 songs Trey hasn't played yet.
okay.
Right.
You call
And
it
I guess
cheating?
for the horns, I saw it first two would be awesome.
Well, yeah, I think that's definitely
Oh,
like
yeah,
the number
yeah.
one definitely happening tonight song.
Yeah.
Do they
My call
with-
is opener. Came in
Yellow.
review. Came in
They've
review.
done
today.
that.
First two could open it.
First two could, but I think came in review. They haven't done that yet. And if they have the horns, that's Trey's staple song with.
Man,
Trey,
I'm pretty
man.
sure they came in review.
No, they
Y'all
did
get
not.
me psyched up, man. I can't like fucking take it anymore.
I wouldn't have it on Fingo.
They haven't played Drifting.
Right. Good
Yeah, I
call.
like that.
That's one of those slower tunes that you definitely might get. You know.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people like Drifting. I like that song a lot, but
Does he play another Game Hinge song? He's only played Lizards.
Right. Which one, Llama?
They've already done Lizards.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the
It
only
was
one that they've
awesome
done.
with the Rescue Squad.
Yeah.
That's been my favorite so far.
I mean,
which one,
hold on
Llama?
a second. If you're gonna call a repeat, I would say Lizards would be the repeat, and he does Game Henge in full
Well, now we're talking.
with the
I
Rescue
think-
Squad. I mean, I'm filling out my bingo card right now with the
I like
Rescue
it.
Squad and the horns and everybody, and Fish and Paige and Mike.
It would have to be McGrupp. If he was
Fish
going to do a
with
Game
Cap.
Hen song, it would be McGrupp.
Yeah, McGrubb. Does
Not
anyone from
AC/DC?
Fish come out?
Hmm?
Does anyone from
AC/DC
Fish
though.
come out?
Tonight?
Yeah.
We've been talking about it.
The last night.
We were
I
talking
doubt
about the
it was
whole
Fishman.
band, but
Because Fishman already came for Ghost of the Forest, I think he probably
Right.
wouldn't come back. And Thanksgiving was yesterday, so he probably spent it with his family in Maine. I don't know.
As far as
Mike-
the quarantine,
Mike
right?
posted-
He didn't do.
Mike posted a picture from Vermont last night with his cats.
I saw that he had 3 cats in his arms.
Trey's trumpet player posted a picture from Hawaii.
Yeah,
Like,
Yes,
we're
yeah,
recording,
yeah,
he
yeah.
was in.
I know, but I actually I saw a post. Somebody was a nerd enough to figure out that the picture that Mike posted was actually from Vermont.
Hey,
Matt, how
hey,
you doing?
From that night.
Good.
Matt for math. Hold on a second. I'm sorry. Pea shooter Matt or Mike.
Yes.
Are you you can say yes or no to this, but
Oh,
we're
here it comes.
gonna donate if the entire Fish crew shows up tonight. we're all chipping in $25 to Trey's crew. To Trey's
Sure.
donate.
I'll do that.
You in?
I'll do that. Yeah.
All right, Matt.
Yeah,
for
man,
Matt.
for sure.
Sorry to put you on the spot. It's so nice to see you.
No, what's up, man? What's going on?
I love that Trey's doing this for people in recovery, or I mean, actually, not people in recovery, people still struggling. So,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
No, I mean, you're not a bad person. You got a bad
Yeah.
problem. You're sick. You need to get help. You need to get help.
I went to treatment 2
Not
years
you.
ago.
I'm sorry.
So-
Not you.
Yeah, I think it's
for the third time.
agree with you,
Ooh.
Shooter, that that's a really cool angle to all of this, that the casual fan maybe gets like, not, it's going to get lost on because there is so much repetition, but if you're not in the Twitter verse with this, if you're maybe not as connected, if you don't watch like the high profile appearances on the late nights and stuff, and maybe you don't know that whole angle, it's got to blow you away when you see the numbers, when you just see him reading the chat and you're just like, oh my, you're touching this man.
Yeah, how much
Like-
did the 555 group give? Like 55,555 or 5,555?
Yeah, it was like 5,500 that there were.
Okay, 5,555.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
There were a few groups that did that, but just the idea that he's taken this platform, and I come from the dead, I come from the whole Jerry mold, and man, like two totally different paths, and not to compare, but like so fortunate that we have a role model like that, that's like, hey man, this could be your buddy, this could be your uncle, this could be your friend, your brother, your sibling. I mean, I don't have to say it, it's close to the community. So
Yeah, I love it. I mean, I've been to fellowship
cool
meetings.
platform.
I mean, it's great that they're there. It's great that, like Trey said before, that, he's sitting there and he's like looking in the back, just hoping he's reaching that one person struggling. Being, I've been there too, and you're out here having fun, you're jamming, you're still out here.
Well, the
Well,
song
yourself.
Colleen too, right? The song Colleen, isn't that about like he's connecting with
Yeah, I
sure.
think so.
on some level, right?
Are you there, Colleen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he talk about it on the Beacon stage or?
No.
No, but I think that was one of the few that he. I
It's in
think
an
when he-
interview from
Yeah,
before.
when he released them, he wrote some words, and you were just like, man,
Hmm.
like, right? Isn't it like Colleen could be every fan or something? Is the idea,
Mm-hmm.
or am I missing that?
I think
don't-
you're right. It's
I don't
something
remember
to that
that.
effect.
Look at
That's
it.
the spirit of
Yeah.
what's going on. Mike and I went to Pittsburgh last December,
Yes,
and
we
it was
did.
the first show that I had gone to with him since he had been on the wagon, and we had a really good time. But it was weird because his wife was like, "Yeah, I want you watching out for him." I was like, "He's his own man." I said, "But he's gonna be fine." And we went and had a good time, and he drove home through a fucking blizzard.
That was kind of crazy, wasn't it?
I was talking about the composition of the universe for like an hour and a half while he's driving through the mountains on these fucking roads through a blizzard.
Hey, Matt,
Yeah. Hey, what's up?
so nice to see your face.
Yeah, likewise, man.
Awesome mustache.
I was to say, hold on.
It's a
We have
default.
to re-rank the facial hair now. Matt's at number 1 with that mustache.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
is-
And then we're all
absolutely.
tied for number
Yeah,
2.
We're
Best
all
mustache.
done. We're all done.
It's more of an accessory though, because you get the beard, and then I just kind of hacked it all off, and it was just there for a while. But we're kind of getting to the point where it's gonna kind of hide again, but you never know. But thank you.
So my second question is, B, how long have you been sober and how's that going?
What's that?
You've been sober?
Dad, not necessarily.
Oh, I thought Kevin was alluding to the fact I misunderstood
No,
that.
no. I mean, no. I like to.
Oh,
you know,
I think I was going with him, and
I was talking with about Mike.
that
Oh,
is
Mike, I'm sorry.
that is a very long story. But
Oh,
I had
hold
been
on.
clean
All
up
right.
to-
Let me restart this segment.
Yeah, I
I'm
got
not
a
going to
little-
go that whole show.
Matt, nice mustache.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
This
All
is-
right,
Yeah, we're
Mike.
good.
you've
Love
been
your
sober for a
mustache.
while?
What's that?
You've been sober?
It depends on like what term you're using. I have not drank in
All right. No,
in,
it's-
in
okay,
27
dry.
months.
You've been dry? You've been dry?
Yes, but
Right.
I mean, I've been doing this since 2016. Like going to meetings and
Tell them about
outpatient, inpatient.
Meriwether in 2018 after the second show. Tell them that story. Because that's when you stopped drinking. Was that night?
Oh, no. That was, it was like, fuck it. Finally shit happened. My wife's like, yeah, okay, I'm going in inpatient. But this conversation happened like in a Wednesday, and we still had 2 Meriwether fish tickets. And I was like, I'm not going in. This is like right before curveball. We might have gone to curveball. And I found out there that they canceled it, but I got a green light. So, I mean, Kevin, I don't know. Kevin and I just partied all weekend. I got a little ridiculous.
We drank every bottle of wine in the house, even the wine from their weddings, so there was no more alcohol in the house.
What an alcoholic does, man. I mean,
Mike,
This was the weekend of curveball.
Yes, yeah.
No, this was the weekend of Meriwether. And I went in to treatment the Wednesday after Meriwether, and I was like, oh shit, I'm getting him as curveball, this and that. And then like once I got a phone call, I found out about it. So
now 2 things. Number one, did you find that kind of validated for you your choice to kind of go that route? That wow, this whole thing isn't even happening, and I sort of maybe got either spared that or just like, man, that was a good turn for me to say, hey, a sign that this maybe path is what I want. And second, are you active in the Twitter like community here, and do you find that as a positive accessory for you in your recovery, or is it not? Because I see a lot of that, and I know people kind of either take it differently or go there or don't. And is there any connection there that you're comfortable?
No, not Twitter. We're on a Facebook fellowship program.
Yeah.
I'm involved in that. There's a few other what do they call it? There's a few other like dead type of meetings that people do online.
The war frats. Yeah. I used to meet.
Yeah. But there's a different. Yes. Yeah, but I mean, it's been a lot different since this pandemic. Everything closed down, so it was all meetings online, and I kind of got tired of that, so it's been tough.
Well, I can imagine with the, the joke for the first few, weeks or months even, which is like, you want to see how people are doing, just walk past a recycling bin. You'll see how hard this thing is.
Exactly. Yeah, no.
So do you?
And then I got laid off in July.
How did you find? Not how did you find the strength, but like, congrats on finding the strength throughout all the BS that you may have had to.
He's got a good woman.
Do you know what though? Yes, I definitely have a good woman. But do you know what? Kevin's one of his best friends. And like my wife's first date was Kevin when she was 16. These are people that she went to dead shows with at RFK and Cap Center. And then I met him later on. But
Cap Center.
He got into recovery before me, and he took me to my first meeting. So I had in our if you go to dead shows and you got that big or fish shows and you have a big enough friend circle, some people are gonna fall out.
Big Chief Lumbee.
Yes, Chief Lumbee. He took me to my first meeting, so that was awesome.
But what a cool part of this scene, no matter how deep you are, like, somebody who's there to either kind of, help you through and navigate some things, or somebody who you need to help. It's kind of, the whole aspect of that, you're not alone. And, you get that at shows, and, online for me is new. Like the last couple of years, just seeing the whole interaction. I mean, I used to do the message boards and all that, and then kind of fell out for a while. And then it was just a lot different. But man, the community is so cool, and people on the outside just don't get it. And I don't know.
Yeah, my very first job, within 3 weeks, I found Andy Geidel's message board.
Oh, yeah.
And that was it, man. I never worked again for months.
Yeah, we got to pronounce it right. It's Gadiel, right?
Is it okay?
Gadiel. And I'm like, how many different ways did you pronounce it? But same thing. It's like you're always going there. It's like, what was there? What was there?
Think tire.
Yes.
Just think tire when you think Andy.
All right, I got to find my battery.
Radial.
All right.
Yes, Chad.
Chad, you got something. What's up?
I do. I have 2 things. I did the sobriety thing for 2 years, and it was fucking awesome. But sometimes you fall off because sometimes you hurt. It's not afraid. Don't be afraid to reach out for help. My second thing is.
Oh, that's my problem. I never do that.
Yeah, I know. The second thing is Matt from Math.
Yeah, what's up?
What's up with those posters, man? Dope ass fucking slaps up there.
Yeah, no, it's like I'm not gonna go there with comparison, but for me, it's nice to have like I discovered Goose through Fish Twitter.
Is that what's behind you? It's Goose?
Yeah, those are both Goose. Those are Halloween and not Halloween, the first South Farms and then the bingo tour.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
So I did the whole bingo tour, all those streams and stuff. I did them live. They just released a movie yesterday, I think, which was cool. It's on iTunes now, so they've kind of penetrated that platform, which is awesome. Fish in the Sea, if you haven't heard, is awesome. It's a cover of like that. What is it? Fat Freddy's Drop. I don't even know the tune, but they covered it and blew the doors off it. They played it like 3 times, I think.
Yeah. One more question. Give me one reason why I should like Goose.
Yeah,
you know what?
I've never heard a single Goose song. I don't know anything about them really.
Dancey, man. They're dancey. If you want to groove and just dance,
They're more Almonds and the Dead than Fish. They're more jam band.
Yeah, no, yeah, they're definitely more deadish in terms of some of the. Like, I don't want to go there and do that because listen on your own. I mean,
I didn't ask you to compare them to anyone.
Well, no, I'm not. I'm.
That's how I frame
there,
it.
So I don't want to go there.
That's how I frame it. American psychedelic music is blues based.
I thought David was about to give a good answer. I might be gesturing the wrong way. David.
What?
No, because he said he doesn't like Goose either.
No, I didn't say I don't like them. I just never listened to them.
He's never listened
Yeah.
to them.
They haven't been on my radar.
It's peaks and feels. You know, they do a lot of peaks where, you know, one band member is kind of revving up and sometimes it sounds like maybe they've missed and they're just kind of cycle around and do it again. And other times it's like they're just free enough to listen to each other more. And
what Goose song would you recommend for Chad and David to listen to?
You know what? Honestly, it was just released. If you're an iTunes guy, they just released Bingo Tour. Listen to Fish in the Sea. It's a cover, and the one that is on there is the first time they did it on the Bingo Tour. So how the Bingo Tour worked. If you don't know that, I can get into that with you. I'll talk.
No, we do. We talked to Greg Knight.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Fish in the Sea. It just took their jamming to a whole new level, and it changed them. And the way that they've been able to play in a live setting since then with the drive-ins and then a few live shows, that vibe is still there.
Hold on. Can you describe what that moment was? Because I know that you are you're a genius. I mean, you are. Like, Matt, I respect you so much.
What that moment was?
Tell me what that moment was.
It was just like I'm trying to maybe give you a parallel. It was just like a drop. Like they're doing this song. It's like, man, this is really cool. This is vibey. What is this? You know, you're looking for what is this song? And with now, like, I mean, I was at a show and I'm like, on my phone, I'm like, oh, this is with the guy from My Morning Jacket when they covered the AEIOU. I'm like, oh, that's this song. Like a minute into the song, I heard a couple lyrics, Googled those lyrics. I'm like, oh, that's the song they're covering. Like, so you can do that stuff. So I'm like, yeah, I never heard the song. And I don't even think we knew it by then. Like there wasn't enough information there. And then kind of nifty, kind of groovy. And then the suspenseful kind of funk that they hit. And then they just drop into this space funk alien groove. And you're just like, good God, I can't stop dancing all over the place. And I don't want it to end. And it doesn't end. They keep pressing back. You think it's going to end and they do another round. And when it's over, it just stops and the dust settles and you're like, what the hell just happened? And then subsequent jams in the band channel that energy. And I just want more of that.
All right.
I'm a jam chaser, not a song chaser. I want the vibe that was there.
One more question. That whole thing you just described, were you sober for that?
The Bingo Tour was several nights and it's not out of the question. That wasn't a necessary component.
It was like 2 weeks.
Consumption of the music.
So, Chad, are you not on board with them? Is that the deal right now? Is that what I'm getting?
Looking for a reason to.
No, first of all, I'm totally on board with Lope's fucking hoodie. It's a dope ass hoodie.
Yeah, nice.
Second of all, no, I'm just fishing. I'm fishing for Matt. Like I want to get to know him. It's
I got you.
Well, I have a
Dude,
question.
I
for
made
Matt.
those geese. That's all you need to know. I love the band so much. I spent time just making those things, man.
There you go.
dude. You're the best, man.
I dig it. The dancey is so just, it's a groove. And if you don't like it, that's cool. But the peaks and feels, songwriting. Rick can write a song. He can write a lick. He can play a lick. He can execute. He's a tone monster.
No, they're
Still talking about Goose.
Yeah,
That's what he asked about the
they're
post.
really. I've
So,
heard this much of Goose.
Let's talk
they're
about
really
Fish,
good.
man.
What's
They're
up,
really
Matt?
good
I think
musicians.
Slave tonight. Slave.
How we doing,
If they
Scott?
don't play Slave,
Uncle
it's like what? Hey,
Mikita's in the house. Where's Jason?
and Skoi's here now.
Welcome,
It's party
Lope.
time.
Welcome,
Skoi,
Mikita.
man?
I saw
Wait,
my
wait,
man Lope on there.
Oh,
That's right,
shit.
buddy.
And there he is from the DJ
Hey,
Central,
It's,
DJ Central in
oh,
Seattle.
wait, what's up,
We're
man?
here to watch
I
Fish.
gotta
Or
get
we're
a light on me here.
Bad take brigade coming through.
All right,
Hey,
so
hey,
Scott,
you're gonna
Scott,
zip up
Lope,
your
and
hoodie there,
Skoi.
Mikita.
Scott, Lope, and Skoi. You don't know Mike up there.
Hey, Mike.
Say hi to Mike. He's an
What's
old
happening,
friend
Mike?
of mine, and
Hi,
I
Mike.
dragged him on tonight. So definitely roast him on anything he says.
Goy,
What's up, y'all? I'm new. So yeah, take
Take it easy on the
roast
new
it.
guy.
Yeah.
Bad
There's
take
things-
only.
Hey, hold up.
I've
We
known
got
Kevin
things to
for
discuss.
I've known Kevin for 20 years though, so I mean it.
What?
Par for the
That's-
course.
I don't know. Yes, I don't.
Well, hopefully your
He's
takes
always
are better
got
than
something
his.
quick to say.
Well, the nice thing for him is that he's been able to maintain a relationship for 20 years.
That too. Yes.
Thank you. Yes, exactly.
Lope, what's up,
So,
bro? You
hold
couldn't put a
on,
beater
hold
on
on.
under the jacket, or
Before.
Oh, I'm
before
sorry.
we
Am I
continue,
offending you,
yeah,
my man?
Scott, you're gonna have to zip up your hoodie.
come on, man, the zipper's broken. I wore my shirt just for you, Llama.
He's going full
Yeah.
on Jersey for you.
Yeah, it's not
Oh,
lost on me.
nice.
Huh.
Yeah, we got things to discuss tonight.
Yeah, Llama
All
likes
right.
Careless Whispers. He thinks that's the best sax solo ever.
No, I said it's the most instantaneously recognizable sax solo ever. There's a big difference.
Baker Street's a pretty
Yeah,
big
Baker.
one,
There
though.
you go.
It
Good
is there
answer,
too,
Lope.
but I
Good
mean, I'm
answer.
talking like if you was to just play the sax part for Careless Whisper and like an IKEA,
All right.
everybody would know that song. Not everybody would know the other one.
It
Uh,
has to
Oh,
be an
David's here
IKEA.
too, right? Hey, David.
can we all
Yeah, the
agree though
official
that
alternative.
Spanish Flea is probably the trumpet to
Yeah.
Careless-
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean,
Herb Alpert on us? Is he
Okay.
Canadian?
I thought he was Tijuana.
Yeah, like
No, that was
the,
his
the brass is Tijuana, right?
No, his
got the
band was.
brass?
He was from Canada, but the band was from
Right.
Mexico.
see, who would have thought that Herb Alpert would make an appearance tonight?
Yeah,
It's
right.
not bad.
Not at all. So I wanna round table real quick, starting with Matt. What song name one song that hasn't been played yet that you think they're gonna play tonight?
Fish, Trey, or no, it doesn't matter.
Anything.
It doesn't
any
matter
song.
at the show tonight.
They haven't played Cayman, right?
Oh,
No, they have
Apparently
not.
not.
They
They
played
have.
a live
I think they
again.
have. Have
They
they
did
not?
not play
Yeah.
Cayman.
No, they have not. They played
shocked
alive
that
again.
I'm shocked they haven't, but I did Cayman.
All right, they played Alive again, which says summer's coming, and I like a review, so everybody always mixes the two.
Yeah, no, I did. Yeah, I did Cayman. Alive again is great. I got a story, but I love that song.
Does it involve
Radio-
naked dancers?
Let's-
Or
Yeah,
No,
let's
but
hear
it
the-
does
let's hear
involve
the
dancing.
story.
Radio City, the parade. They paraded out into Little Brazil. They encored with that at Radio City, and the band walked off the stage and just out, and we're like,
Yeah.
and we just got up and walked out and followed the band out into the street, and we're like, all right, we're going home. And we go home, and it's in the set list notes that like, yeah, they went over to Little Brazil and partied for like at a parade or something. I'm like, yeah, we just left.
Huh.
Yeah,
Nice.
that was Alive again though. So I
Let's
think
give
that's
it back to let's give
Nice.
it back to Llama
Nice.
so he can.
Well, how about Lope? What do you think they're gonna play tonight?
I don't know what I think they're going to play tonight. I've learned never to actually anticipate. I'd love to hear Slave, man. I would love to hear Slave. I don't.
Okay.
One of the things I'm finding curious though is it's the last 2 weeks now he's looked back and said something effective. I'm really going to miss you, or it's been great. So I don't know. Like, are the strings coming back for night 8? I don't.
I hope
You
so.
have to have
be
the
there.
strings.
They're gonna be
I
there.
really hope so.
like
Yeah,
it's an
that was
encore
true.
tonight.
Maybe-
Like tonight's
I think-
almost an encore.
Maybe.
I think he was probably just saying that about them in general. Like after the Beacon jams are over, then he's
Right.
not gonna get
He
to
was
play.
I
being
think he just
gushy.
realized how much he appreciated it and is
Right.
able to do this. He's like, shit, man, we only got one more night after this. I'm gonna miss this.
Right.
They've
So
been
for that
around for
strings,
all 7 of the.
no,
shows
they
so
weren't
far,
there for
right?
the first night. I don't believe.
No, but I'm just
Yeah,
saying,
they weren't there the
him
first
being
night. It was
able to do
okay.
the show.
Jeff
I think
Tansky was
he's
the
just
only one.
upset. You know, he was just saying, "Hey, you know, I'm gonna
Yeah,
miss,
no,
I'm gonna miss coming out to the Beacon." and doing
it
the
might be.
show."
I hope so. I'd love to see them. I'd love to see them with Slave. I mean, that would be my big hope.
Okay.
Unless he was
How
doing
about
the
you,
all.
Mikita?
I have so many things to say right now. What was the question?
How come you're staring at my chest?
How many bad takes do you have?
No, the question is, what song do you want to hear Trey perform tonight?
I guess I'd have to go a little out of bounds, right? Because everybody's already said all the great stuff.
You can go wherever your heart desires.
First Tube and
Whatever
Pebbles and
you- by the
Marbles.
way.
All that's already been
He's like,
said.
yeah, what do
so
you want to hear?
I would go with Discern.
Nice.
There you go.
Discern
that
hasn't
was
been
great.
played in a long fucking time, and I really dig that song. I like the complexity of the arrangement, and it's kind of butters.
All right.
At the
How-
same time, I kind of think Trey might bust out an original called "You're Gonna Get All That Chest Fuzz Caught in the Zipper," but
What about Epitaph? We weren't you guys talking about
oh,
Epitaph?
dude, if
That would be
Epitaph gets
so
busted
good.
out tonight, that would be
anything
money.
come of that or no?
That'd be cool. I don't think so, but that would be really
Epitaph
cool.
into Thread, but they've
Yeah,
already
exactly.
done
The whole
Steam.
thread Epitaph.
But they've
I
already
think
done
that's got to be a
Steam.
fish thing. I mean, that would have to be like full band.
Oh,
They've already done Steam.
Yeah.
Exactly, Skoi. You got that, right?
See, that's what I want though. Is
They
Thread
haven't done
with
Thread
strings.
either.
I
They
want
haven't done
Thread
Thread
with strings. That's my call tonight. Thread with
Okay.
the strings on the heavy metal jam at the end, getting fucking nasty.
Yeah,
I also
they
want to
done
know
Moment
if has Skoi been wearing the same shirt all week?
yep.
Yes.
I mean,
Can't you
Nice.
smell it?
My man.
Hey man, it's Thanksgiving, right? It's a
Well,
tradition.
the other one wasn't live. We're all
Well, you
live
know.
tonight, so I
Some
got
of us
Hey.
still have to go to work, and not Skoi.
I'm right there with
Look
you.
of the year right there, my boy.
wearing the same thing all week. Technically all year. I mean, I haven't really been going out or anything.
What's your pick here for Trey song there?
I'm going. It's been said, but I really want to see a reboot with strings. I really want to see what Don would have to do, like
Fuck yeah.
arrangement wise, with that song with some strings. I just
Skoi,
think
I
it'd be
like you. I
fucking
like
amazing.
you a lot, Skoi. I like you a lot.
Oh,
Can I throw out a little bit of something here?
Yeah, bring it.
How about a string arrangement with horns for Alumni Blues?
Oh, there you go.
boring.
What?
Who said boring?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I think it would have
Bad
to
takes
it would
abound.
probably be
Wait a second, was
slow.
that Chad?
Yeah, Chad. Why was
You're
that
one of
boring?
the olds. How can you not want alumni?
Hey, Chad.
Because I grew up in blues bars and I listened to the same variation of Alumni Blues with horns from 1,000 different bands. It's not like that song, but it's like it's a boring song.
Fuck you.
That's
I
appropriate.
mean, really?
The fuck, man.
Actually,
What, like,
Fair-
I
point.
heard it?
There.
Chad, side note, I'm done with that beer, so I came up with my funeral song answer.
all right.
Maggot Brain by Parliament.
Oh, great.
Oh,
A plus for
good
that.
one. Hey, wait.
But you know what would be awesome though is if you pulled out alumni and of course he screamed from the crowd, "Boring!" That would be awesome too. Right?
And then
That's a funeral.
And then they did Wait. They did that song Wait where they're like, wait, and Trey just stands there for 5 minutes and eats Twitch's bandwidth up.
Yo, if they do Wait and then actually play It's Ice, I'd be okay with that.
Then they're okay. But that's a paid song. See, do you think they're going to do songs that are mic songs or paid songs?
It does start at
or...
7:50 tonight. They're doing the last Trey
yeah.
Page thing.
Oh, it is?
Oh shit!
Nice.
Just
Hold
announced
on.
that, like a
It's-
couple
what-
hours ago.
When did that come out? I saw it said
Like
I mean,
two-
you
like
said it
2
said
hours.
8 o'clock.
Canadian counterpoint up there, Mr. Ryan Storm threw it in the chat earlier.
It
so.
costs more money to get bandwidth up there, so
Is
That's
he
another
one of those
reason.
dudes that like lives next to like the theater or something?
No, he's
Like
a
knows everything.
He
Like
lives
how
in
does he know
Toronto.
everything?
He lives
He's
in
I was born
19.
and bred a fish fan, man.
He's a savant. He's 19. He
father's
knows
a fish
everything.
He
He's
is-
a
Has
savant.
he been a
the
fish fan
road
since he's
bomb.
13? He's like 19. Has probably been a fan since he's 13. So he's just
I think
like.
he just turned 20, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he might have
Yeah,
just
of course,
turned
He did.
20.
He did.
Good call. Good call.
Which is old. 20. Ask my 14-year-old. 20 is old.
Yeah,
on the note of bad takes, which Chad just had a really bad take.
is overrated.
I'm gonna go ahead and segue with Matt and Lope's bad takes, which is what I wanted to talk about tonight.
All right.
I want to hear this shit live. So Matt,
Wait,
Matt-
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop you for a second, Skoi. This is Llama's show. You don't get to dictate segments.
I wanted to hear this shit.
No, you don't get to be like, now we're gonna talk about on the Llama show.
It's a
I'm
segue,
Gave me the
man.
okay. He gave
But
me
it's
the
a
okay.
segue,
albums
man.
behind me that I stole. You stole all those albums. We talked about this. I'm selling you out.
Oh, man.
Llama, your show. What do you want to talk about?
All right. So not counting
Girls.
tonight. Let's
Am I
just real
okay?
quick. I want a one number answer. What was your favorite night? We'll start with Dave.
Oh.
What was your favorite
I
night?
haven't seen all of them yet.
I gotta look at the set lists real quick.
Tonight.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna
That's
freestyle
good.
it while everybody looks up some set lists and everything. I'm gonna go.
I can answer for you.
Okay, go ahead.
Last week.
Last week was your favorite.
Yeah, the
Week 7.
Petrichor
Yeah.
fucking that was I've been waiting for that. That was Trey orchestrating fucking his life, you know?
Oh my
Is that the
God.
one?
I agree about Petrichor. I that thrilled me. I mean, I was at New Year's
Yeah.
2016 and it brought back that great memory.
But
If
are
I
you?
never
If we're
hear
judging it
Petrichor
based
again.
on one song, you're not going to go with how with the divided. Like when you first heard
No,
that.
no,
you were
no,
just like,
no,
what?
because
Or
I-
yeah, no, the DM was big.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like
Saying-
I feel like it was a culmination of everything they'd
it
been
has to
working
be the
for.
show. It
Yeah.
has to be the show that you're looking at. I think.
Oh, that was a good. No, I wasn't saying that I thought last week was the best just because of that.
Yeah, I think that's what
In
the
fact-
question was. I hear you on Petrichor being. I'm so glad that song has some respect, so that when people want to dump on it live, you're like, nah, I can't.
But I don't want to
that
hear Fish
first.
do it. I don't want to hear Fish do it. I think of it like if I go see Yes, I want to hear Roundabout like on the album. But Fish isn't that to me. I want to see Fish. I want to see them take the structure of the song and throw it in the fucking trash and fall
100.
apart.
Well, that's why I dig. That's why I dig 3.0, and especially the tube that Trey Band did here. Oh my! You're 50 something seconds in. They're like jam, boom, and you're just there. And what they did with that jam, with all the science and all the lyrical fills, like that show. If that was the same show with the Petrichor, was it? Or was it two shows?
Tube was the
believe
week
so.
before.
I think Tube was the week
Oh.
before.
Also,
Also, hi.
6.
Yeah.
Hey Ryan.
Hi,
What's up,
Ryan.
young Ryan?
Oh, hey, there he
The
is.
child has arrived.
Oh,
The
God.
child.
Prodigy.
Shit.
No, call yourself the Prodigy if you're going to refer to
That
yourself
works.
as something.
That
Sure.
works.
Llama, if I
He
Llama,
brings accompaniment.
if I may set this off, Mr. Llama, I'll say week 6 was the best week, hands down, because it wasn't Ghost of the Forest. Anything that followed,
Whoa.
Hater.
anything that followed Ghost,
Thank you, Luke.
anything that followed Ghost was going to be the best week of the
Get
month.
out of here.
Now,
Was
hold on,
week
now,
6
was that
2
one?
weeks?
If you'd already seen Ghost in the Forest, I saw the exact same show I saw at the Anthem. I just
There were
watched something I'd
strings.
already
Good show,
seen.
guys. It's a good show. I
And there
fucking
were
love
strings.
Forest.
Hold on. 1 second. Ryan, could you
Yes.
turn your microphone up into the compressor anymore?
I mean, if Trey's going to play 8 shows,
Tell me when it's
the
good.
Forest is fine for one of them.
Here's
No,
the
hold
thing.
on.
If I can offer
I mean,
this,
if it's
guys.
All
only
right,
like a
hey,
2-night run.
1 sec. Everybody mute while we try to get Ryan's microphone
Tell
fixed.
me when it's at a good level.
Keep going up.
No.
Oh, up,
No.
up.
Only
Okay.
Chad answer.
What?
Stop talking, everybody. Kevin, not you. Ryan, up,
How are we now? Louder?
Up.
Okay.
up,
Up.
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 There you go. Stop right
Okay.
there.
All right. I'm stopping. Great.
Turn it
All
down
right.
just like a fucking hair.
And there went our
There you go.
conversation.
So,
No,
yeah,
hold on a
sorry
second.
there, Mike. Go ahead and continue. Mike was
like
going.
fucking killing
No,
us.
the only thing I would say, Ghost of the Forest wasn't my favorite, but if Trey's doing 8 shows, that's cool for him to do Ghost one of the nights.
I
You
only
know,
went and
if
saw
it was a
Wicked
2 or 3
once.
night run,
And we
I
got to
wouldn't
see
wanna see
Fishman. We got
So
to
And I loved it with
I
the
was just gonna
strings.
say, you guys like
Yeah.
hate John Fishman or
But
something?
can I bring this back for just a
Different,
quick
sure.
moment? Because we
You opened
often
this
talk
can of
about
worms. I'm sorry.
yeah.
You have
We
to reap
often
the
talk-
consequences of your shitty take.
It's hold on a second. I'm
It
reaping
wasn't a
nothing
shitty take.
this. I knew what I was getting into when I came here, but I'm telling you this. Part of it, we talk about song placement all the time. Where does a song belong best? Do I want to listen to fucking My Friend Died and Here's My Diary on the Friday night after the most divisive
No.
election this country's ever had?
For 3
I
hours.
fully agree.
And
I
you
fully
can't
agree.
tell me that he didn't know it was coming. Like
It's
he
like
had
trying
his
to-
choice about which night to put it on.
It's
And
like
I had
trying
to
to
turn it
sit through
off.
fucking Hamilton.
It's
You
by the
know,
way,
you're like,
But
what
that
the
was
fuck?
probably the best week schedule wise for all of the people involved.
Yeah, you're right.
Maybe.
Yeah, just
Possibly.
coordinating everyone.
I mean,
Point. And Ryan,
Yes.
I want you to weigh in on this.
Well, so I think yes, it would have benefited from being on the October 30th. I think that would have been probably a better as the Halloween show. And I get that they wanted to do the whole 28 days later skit and whatnot. But I think that definitely would have been the better week to do the Ghost of the Forest, because I agree that as a
No.
Canadian, I wasn't as affected by the election. But
Hold on, Ryan.
I'm Canadian, and
hold
I
on.
was down all day.
Ryan, first of
Valid.
all,
Yes.
First of all, Ryan, your mic sounds terrific. Second of all, what I was asking you to weigh in on is what do you think you're going to play tonight at the Beacon?
First Tube is a lock, no matter what the lineup is.
Calling that all fucking every week.
Opener,
Can you give me something
the last
fucking
week.
else?
They can't
last
not
week, you
play
might as well
First Tube.
call it.
You have any inside info? Because I swear to God, Ryan had inside info the week it goes to the forest because he fucking had a fingo across the bottom.
I
gotta take a shot.
I had a hunch, and
You gotta
just to
take a
be
shot.
safe, I put it on the board.
This
So
shit's
if they
rigged.
played Ghost,
Fingo
I'd
is
get a big.
rigged.
No, that's
Everyone
Ryan,
out there,
that's
fingo
smart.
is rigged.
What are you
Ryan,
talking about? You got 6 right last week, Kevin.
It happens. I just happen to be really good
Because
at
I
predicting
picked
what
all
they're gonna
Trey
play.
songs and he had Trey Band there. It was
Yeah.
fucking. I had those same
Hold on,
songs
I want to
every
go back
week.
to an earlier question here. I'm looking
Yes.
at the 23rd.
Of what?
I think
October.
that may October 23rd. That may have been the strongest show because you got honestly
That's my favorite show of the run so far.
A handful of Trey Band songs that I'm not really that good on, but I know people were big into, like Outstretched Hand, Andre the Giant, Spin. I liked.
Yeah.
Turtle, but then listen to this stretch.
Spin was sick.
What's the use? Brian and Robin, If I Could,
What's the Use was
Leaves,
beautiful.
Lizards.
Yeah,
After
I
that,
I don't think
break
I
out the
stopped
shotgun.
crying for that stretch.
and then a last tube and a twist to end it up. That was my favorite night. I mean, come
So
on.
yeah, without a doubt, the 23rd was so strong. Also because the grooves were out that night.
I am
Trey was just
healed. I
Hold
am
on a
healed
second,
in truth,
listen.
man.
I-
That's
like,
exactly it, Brian.
Ryan,
yes.
I want you to say without a doubt the grooves were out.
The grooves were out.
The grooves are out.
Without a
I love
doubt,
your
the grooves
Canadian
were out.
ass. I love your Canadian kid ass, man. Why don't you
Thank
move
you.
back
You
to
gotta-
America?
Does he really have an accent? I can't say that he has an
Un
accent.
poquito,
Dude,
un
I'll
poquito.
tell you right now, everybody on this Zoom call has an accent. and
No, you
all-
have an Iowan accent.
It gets a lot stronger than me. The Canadian accent gets a lot stronger than
Hey
me.
Ryan, if it makes you feel any better, you sound like a normal.
I've never heard
Normal?
either one of you say, you or Lope say, like, take off or you hose or something that Bob and Doug say. And that's what
Dude, you
Canadians
do
I
talk
say
like,
a
right?
lot.
You live in Maryland, Kevin, and you have this accent that we can't
I do
identify.
not have an accent.
No, wait. Lope
Yes,
came on
you
and said
do.
there's a different name for strippers, right? What are they called?
Peelers.
Peelers. They're very
Peelers.
nice. They're bananas. It's what
Yeah,
I'm too young for that.
That's a banana.
Right.
I love it.
Well, I doubt you're going to go about
A boot.
a boot.
Yeah, you pronounced it wrong.
Saddle the boot.
I did. Oh no, I was in Wisconsin.
he was.
Oh.
They're below the Canadian and American line.
Hmm.
It depends on where you're at.
So as
Yeah.
as we're getting closer, I think I want to know, what do we think is next after the Beacon shows? Like, do
Ooh.
Fish do something for New Year's Eve?
I'm not
Yeah.
thinking
I would
about
hope
how
so.
I'm gonna survive a
Yeah.
month with no streams until after tomorrow night.
And when is the next Dan?
How
coming?
about being a 1.0er and we didn't see shows for like 5 years?
Thank you.
Yeah.
No, Trey.
That doesn't count for me, at least.
I was gonna say.
He wasn't even born. He wasn't even born in 1.0.
I was born.
I'm
No, I was
saying-
born a month after 1.0 ended.
Oh,
So you
my
weren't born in
God.
1.0.
Correct.
Just saying, that's a long time, you know. I mean, Trey's done a lot.
When
Trey put a lot of songs out during quarantine,
Yeah.
almost every other day, a few days, and then a album. Now he's done this for 8 weeks. I mean, he's put a lot of work in. And I
He's
know you
bored
need
as
to do
shit.
that.
Right.
Exactly.
What else he doing?
And he can't
Yeah.
fucking eat pills and fucking watch reruns.
Well, that's why he's doing it. He's not drinking. He's not doing pills. He's writing music.
It's just
Yeah.
know.
writing
Really
an
hoping-
entire album in his apartment.
I'm
I
really
guess
hoping
it's
we get
like-
fish from an empty MSG for New Year's.
No.
Yeah, I don't know about New Year's, but
Yes.
like this got brought up.
Not happening.
I think that if Fish does do something like this, and I think it might be a possibility, it's probably going to be at MSG, and there's going to be a stream that costs money.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh yeah.
lots
I
of
heard
money.
earlier. I forget there were other
It'll
things
be
that were
cash.
said towards the beginning of the show that I was like, oh, when I get on, I need to fight them about this, but I forget what they were.
Bring
So
it
if I
on.
remember,
now, David, you're
It was
saying
probably something Lope said.
David, you're saying at MSG and an attended show, like a distance show, or just
No.
no? They're doing it from.
a streamed show that they will charge money for. It
Pay
won't,
per view.
it won't be
So
on
I have
stage.
a question.
Now, I'm gonna go technical though. If it's at MSG, do you mean it has to be in that room, the garden, or will they do it in like the Paramount or whatever the
Yeah.
theater?
The Felt
No,
Forum.
I
can
think
fish
MSG
fit on the stage?
because
In the
of the Beacon connection, and also because of the Chris Kuroda connection. Like all of his lights are already in there. And if they're going to do something akin to like the lighting setup that we have for the Beacon with like an empty MSG, I think that that's the most likely spot where they could pull off something like that.
Yeah,
It's a
I
tough
think
thing
I
to
think
do
it might be the
atmospherically.
Paramount.
And they
I
can
think-
Broadway it though too. They can
I think it
Broadway
might.
it.
Well, that was a whole other thing. I think like the theater at MSG, whatever they call it, is a better venue for a residency because they can still use the garden for sports. They don't need to
Right.
move anything if there's somebody semi-permanent there, like whether it's 2 weeks or
Is
whatever.
there an NBA
But-
season
But they
going
haven't
on?
been using
Yes.
MSG
I don't know.
before.
Yeah,
MSG
it's delayed
does
though. It's
fish
delayed.
fit on the stage in the smaller one?
They
No.
can.
Well, they could, but
They
they
could.
won't.
Come on.
They
yeah.
would
They
play
fit
in
on
the
stage
They
at
fit on the
Nectar's. I don't know
stage
why.
at
Unless
Full-
they have
They had a
Mosquito
very different
Park.
rig when they were playing
Well,
at
look,
Nectar's.
the question
They
is
would just
why would
downsize
you
it. It's
do
a
that?
smaller room anyways.
I think the only connection to doing it at the garden as opposed to doing it in the barn would be the promotional connection to the building that is the garden.
They could do it at the Beacon, man.
They don't need to do it anywhere but the barn, but they're not doing it at the barn because there's a draw to market the garden and the Beacon and
They
all
might
that
have to
stuff.
in order to get Page there.
But I think it's
Yeah.
really important to take
Page
into
isn't going
consideration.
That might be the question, Scott. You may be doing this thing out on at the barn because that's the only place Paige
I
went.
like
That's
the
what I'm
idea
saying.
of
We got how
barn.
long? We got about 25 minutes till tonight, Paige.
You guys,
Oh, yeah.
you got to remember too. Trey already said that Fish wouldn't come back until they could be in front of crowds. He
He
very
said that they
blatantly
would.
said
No,
that.
he
Yeah, but
said
I
that
think his
he wouldn't do
perspective has
anything.
changed playing
Yeah.
these Beacon shows, man.
Yeah,
LeBron,
he
Right,
said-
that was
LeBron
before the
James-
Beacon. His mind
Well,
might have
if that's the
changed.
case, then are you looking at the spring as or when weather gets nice somewhere? Or are they doing another?
No
match?
way.
No one
No.
traveling
No.
anywhere.
No, it's going to be
They can't-
2022, bro. Next
Fish
year's
can't
shows
do a
aren't happening.
drive-in.
2022, if nothing.
David,
Yeah.
Yeah, next year's shows aren't happening. If you got tickets,
Too many
either
people.
hold on to
You
You
them.
just
yeah.
got to give
Yeah.
your money to Ticketmaster for a 2-year
Right.
interest
I'm
free
wondering.
loan.
I don't
If they
have
give me another year, I'll hold it.
I don't have any tickets. I got my refunds for all the tickets that I had.
Did
but
you?
But
I got
you
I have
your
all my
money back
tickets
first.
still.
I do have a plane ticket booked for Portland, Oregon, one day before Eugene.
Well, have fun.
I got 4 for the forum next year. Who's buying?
Yeah,
Who's buying?
I'm
need
still
4
holding
tickets
out
right
for next summer somehow because my dad's 50th birthday is July 15th, and he and my mom are supposed to go to the Eugene shows.
Oh.
So
I'm
They
sorry,
taking
man.
you?
Nice, but-
Wow.
so I'm like,
happening,
well,
but
I'm gonna
that's
be
think
at
it's
camp.
happening.
I won't be there.
Bunch of you gonna come.
Did
come
you
out
just
to
say
the
you're gonna be
Pacific
at camp?
Northwest.
Yes.
Yes, Camp Crystal Lake. That's
My
where we
Canadian
were.
Jewish brother. Where,
Yes.
where do you go to camp, buddy?
Tamaqua.
Oh
God, are you,
shit, that's
God, are you a
amazing.
definite negative?
Dude,
Have you heard about the fucking mass murderer? There's a
Canadian
mass
Jews.
murderer.
Dude,
Luge.
amazing.
Canadian Jews at camping. Who knew?
My
Yeah.
wife was at Erewhon until she was 26.
Oh, Erewhon. Ew.
Yeah.
And they
Erewhon.
finally let her out.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm holding out hope for next fall. Hopefully,
It ain't happening.
Next fall, I still have hope for, but I
don't know. I think the logistics of everything is complicated, but I am encouraged by the fact that there is a vaccine imminently upon us. I know that there's a million things that could go wrong, but I don't know.
I'm not going to be the first one to take that. I can tell you that much.
There's
Well,
speed
over it.
bumps,
I'll
but
take
there's
it, dude. I
speed
don't
My
care.
bumps.
fucking neck, Skoi. Put it right in there. I don't care. Just give it to me.
Give me that fucking
I'm
microchip.
gonna wait for Skoi to take it, and then I'll see what happens to him.
So
Guys,
And,
I'll
I'll be the
take it.
second
I
guy.
will take it.
All right, Dave's the guinea pig.
I'll
will
take it.
it
I don't
too. I
care.
don't have an issue.
Maybe
My
go first.
livelihood is at stake. I work in the live music industry. I work in the service industry. Like, I need this shit to
Right.
come back. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be on unemployment.
Save our
Right in the neck.
stages.
Good, brother.
Drink.
Yeah.
Drink. You're only going to be on unemployment through December 31st if Republicans have their way.
Well,
Same for me.
I live in New York.
Wait. Republicans came up. When Republicans get new rule. Anybody
Yeah, I
says
got a good
Republicans,
unemployment story.
Drink.
All right. Oh, whoa. Okay, what's
I'm on my way to the
drinking?
fridge. Hold on.
As far as I can tell, in New York, I'm okay until March, but still, that's pretty soon.
my drink
So-
tastes like victory.
Sooner than later.
Remember that time Skoi killed everybody
It's Chad Rigatoni.
by giving them
I do know.
COVID through the air.
Oh, shit. Super spreader Skoi.
Give everybody COVID.
I want to know what Chad's been drinking tonight.
Chad?
Yeah.
What have you been drinking tonight, Chad?
Yeah, what are you on tonight?
Dude, it's been an all-day affair, man.
Bourbon. I would say that was bourbon Chad singing.
I
there.
think this is bourbon,
Yeah,
Chad.
a little bit of bourbon.
Is it bourbon?
I got the cowboy hat on. You know it's bourbon. No.
The moment I turned the show on, I was like, "Oh shit, Chad's been drinking since the
Oh,
morning."
hell yeah. Chad's been
You can't
drinking-
drink
you know
all
why?
day if you don't start in the morning.
But you know why? You know why?
Why?
You
Why?
know why?
Why?
Because I knew I was gonna have to fucking talk to Lope and Storm and fucking
Oh, no.
Wow.
Wow. You better wrap this up. There's a penalty box coming.
Lope, I think we're being discriminated against because we're
I
Canadian.
just want to point something out. If I'm not mistaken, you're from West Virginia.
Yes.
I mean, I'm sorry.
Right outside of Bumfuck, left of
I'll
Egypt.
take Canada.
Whoa!
Thank you.
Hold on, Lope. You just solved a mystery. He's
What's
from
that?
West Virginia.
No, you are. That
Oh,
was
I
the
am.
joke.
That's
Right now, I am.
Chad Denver from West
Also,
Virginia.
Also, hold on a second. Hold on a second.
Squeal. What's going on?
There's 11 people in this chat right now, and I want to say that Ryan has the worst beard.
Did anybody else count?
Well, you know what? Can't argue with that.
Okay.
He's only
This
Can't
show
argue
is
with
turning
that.
into Chad's hot takes, or sorry,
I'll
Chad's
also
bad
argue
takes.
that
Hey, it takes some time.
Bad takes abound. Starring
I mean,
I'm
it's
gonna
hard.
argue that Ryan also has the most time.
It takes 10 years.
Hey, everybody be quiet.
Yeah,
Let
Ryan's
Mikita
gonna
talk on
outlive
mute
us
for
all.
hours.
Yeah.
He has the most time.
Makita's on mute.
Mikita's trying to talk on mute, and I want to see how long it's going to
Oh,
take.
all right. Damn it.
Yeah, it's hard to have a good beard when you basically can't grow one.
I
I'm gonna be up
I
at Lope's
hate
status here.
that
Maybe
you're
in, like, 2
younger than
months.
my oldest son. I hate
Yes.
that about you.
Lope, what do you got there? 6 inches? What is that coming off that face?
My
talked to.
wishes.
Ryan,
Oh!
Ryan, I have a daughter who is 27.
Lope's got the beard.
Yeah.
I have a daughter who's 27.
Aren't you older than my
She's
parents?
Too old for. I'm going to be 50 in February. I'm barely older than your dad.
Okay, no, you're the same age as my parents.
Right.
I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you.
I just got to work earlier than your dad. Apparently, he waited till he was like 30.
yeah.
That's awesome.
You guys are on fire today. My God.
I got to work earlier than you.
Got to work.
Got to work.
It's your biological imperative, isn't it?
You guys
Oh my
today.
god.
Oh,
Has everyone been drinking since they woke up?
Chad, you good, bro?
No.
No,
Technically, since I got up from my
hey,
nap.
here we go. All right.
I mean, I have been
Fair.
drinking since like 4 a.m, but that was when I went to
All
sleep.
right. We're gonna.
Oh,
I worked today. So
I started drinking like 5 minutes before I got on the call.
Yeah,
okay.
Same here.
It's okay. You
Age-wise, I
started
kinda
drinking
get
in
it.
life 5 minutes ago. Shut up.
Yeah,
What?
Llama, I got to say the same thing. I started drinking very, not even hard. Like I'm just having a beer
Kidding, right?
before we started, but I appreciate you reaching out ahead of time, and I didn't see that until just beforehand. But like I wanted to jump on early. I really like what you guys are doing here. I'm kind of late to the party to dig like this whole vibe of getting together before the stuff, but it's really cool. Thanks a lot for
How do you, Matt? Can I ask you a question real quick?
here it comes. What's up?
If I have a difficult math thing in my head, can I message you?
Yeah, it depends how high you're going, but yeah, that's my jam. I love that
You're
stuff.
definitely higher than I am because I barely passed algebra 2. So
Yeah, no, it's weird.
had to
But
take it
it's my
twice.
favorite. It's my favorite thing to do, man. Like
All right,
I
very
love
nice.
helping people make sense of the stuff that they think is complicated for a very good reason. They think that, but you were probably jobbed as a student. You were in some other place as a person, and it's all good. But like, yeah, I can help make it clear. So yeah.
No, I don't know. Kevin, don't let him fool you. Kevin's one of the smartest people I've known.
Oh, I know that.
Oh, we know. He
Yeah.
retains everything known to mankind.
He's gonna ask me some question where I gotta break
Yeah.
out the whiteboard. Like I gotta pull the whiteboard out of the ceiling.
Can you explain this theorem to
And
me?
I drove to Big Cypress with Kevin in the back seat with another friend, and I drove the entire time, and it was just him like he's doing right now. Just I had his like Beavis and Butthead in the rearview mirror, just going off, all.
Nah, but you know what?
24
Look,
hours.
17 hours. 17 hours. Yes.
One
And then
of
14
the
in line.
Until we got in line.
one of the coolest things here is that in this space, like almost everybody here that I've like connected with on, through dialogue, like the next time I'm at a show and I hear a particular song, like I'm gonna think of certain people through dialogue we've had here.
Yeah.
That's so
And
cool.
It's like the petrichor thing. When you hear petrichor, yeah, you're gonna be like, blah, blah. But you're also gonna be like, wow. When you hear when I hear like some of those bad takes or stories, like come on, talk about it. Yeah, I'll talk about it.
I still want to talk about it.
I'll talk about it. I don't dig certain songs. I won't mention them by name. We'll do that at another time.
If you're ever going to talk about it, by all means,
Hey,
talk
hold
about
on.
it.
No, listen. The whole idea is when you hear, dude, when you hear that song at a show, when I've got something going on in my life and I'm not connected here to be at the show when you're rocking out and they play Jesus Left Chicago, you're gonna think of me.
Yes, I am.
Awesome.
Yes, I am. Yes,
That
I
is
am.
awesome.
True.
That's what I love about this space.
That
So,
is true.
Llama, like I said, a long-winded way, but appreciate you inviting me here and allowing me in this space. And Kevin, same thing. Skoi, Scott, Lope,
Matt,
all you guys.
Is
Chad.
this your first time on the?
Yeah, like this.
Oh, shit.
And I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm a virgin too.
Because I dig.
So I was on 2 nights ago.
I
At
dig the
Kevin's
ability to. I dig the ability to express my, terrible takes.
Well,
'Cause I have a reason. But
Chad, Llama, do I have the?
I like
Can
the
I
Chad.
ask? Can I ask now? Can
Well-
I segue?
Yeah, segue.
Sure, go ahead.
I want to know why he doesn't
Train
like
wreck.
Jesus Just Left Chicago.
Well, hold on,
Who
Chad.
doesn't like Jesus Just Left Chicago?
Boring.
all right.
We need
Oh
both
my
songs.
God.
No,
You
I'm
need
kidding.
both
I love
songs
it.
together.
How many? Wait,
It's
I just saw
getting-
3 people.
It's instinct. It's like, what is your? For me, it's like, what is your instinct when you hear a certain song? What's the first place you go?
The
And
bathroom.
do you dismiss that as it's an immature take, or do you embrace it because it's an immature take and you're an immature person?
I
fucking
I
love
have some
ZZ Top.
songs-
I
have
just
some
missed Prince
songs where I'm
Caspian
both.
until Magnaball.
I have some songs where I'm
Magnaball.
both, but
Was awesome.
the key there, see, look,
Squeeze
right
the
away,
Caspian.
you mentioned Magnaball, you mentioned a personal connection. I don't have a lot of experience with this catalog live, so my connections to songs are very limited. And I'll tell you, I went back and listened to a handful of Jesus's and a handful of Chicken Shacks. Chicken Shack, you can take it and do whatever the hell you want with it. I don't like the song. But Jesus, I can dig why people like it now. I get it. It's not my jam. I think blues repetitive.
I don't like Chris playing the blues.
But
settle down on that.
But I also plead ignorance in that I don't get how someone who's been absorbed in the case.
Uh-oh.
Mute him. Hit the button.
His show, man.
I understand now. As someone who's been absorbed in the catalog throughout. I had a 15-year gap from 04 to 19 where I didn't see any live fish. So you have to.
Shit.
Wow.
I have a lot of early prejudices that I have to get over. Chicken
Fair.
Shack, I'm not getting over it. That's like reading Catcher in the Rye again. He's still someone who I don't like. I don't like
It's a song that
It's a
makes you want
rarity.
to. Oh my god!
Yeah, I got over my
Hold on,
saltiness in
hold on.
2.0.
Stop.
But Jesus Left Chicago, I
Mute us,
get
Llama.
why people who've been on board the whole time like it. I've listened to a few versions that rock.
It makes you want to fuck.
Versions. That song is about song placement and about Page doing his thing. If you dig that, I give you power to it. It's awesome.
I love ZZ Top.
I
so
saw
that's
Chicken
why
Shack. They
I
played.
like
I
it.
looked. I think they played it 10 times. I've seen it once.
Okay.
It was a breather between a really good Bowie and a really good Gin.
So
Right,
this kind of brings me to something here
It's
before we head
ignorance.
out.
I'm coming from a place of ignorance, and it's okay. Not okay for you. It's okay for me.
Right. No. So given all the hot takes in the thread and everybody just communicating over the past like 7 months together, what is one song that Twitter or the thread or somebody here has swayed your opinion on?
Me?
Whether it was like a
Or
song
anyone?
that I really could not get into, but now like when
Nothing.
somebody
Ooh, I got
Nothing.
one.
They're always wrong.
I got one.
all right, we're gonna gotta make it kind of quick, but we'll give everybody a minute. Kevin, go.
You, because of Sing Monica, you told me it had to be a
Oh.
top 75 studio cut, and I started listening to it, and it's one of the best lyrics Tom Marshall ever wrote. So
Wow.
thank you.
Wow.
I was
Wow.
not
That
expecting
makes
that
me
at all.
No.
I
So
love that
Skoi, you
song.
go next and let us down.
I finally have come around, mostly through Harley, and Stardog. I finally am into the Mercury. It took a long time. I don't love it,
Ooh.
but
About fucking
I don't
time.
love it. I would take anything else in the catalog over that most of the time because it takes up about 20 minutes of a good set. But
I think you just.
Thank you.
Are you complaining about a
Next.
20-minute jam?
I'm
Next.
complaining about a 20-minute noodling
Next.
out of nowhere.
Llama,
fucking-
can I answer your
Next.
question?
Yes.
You guys have swayed me. I no longer enjoy gumbo or simple. Sorry.
What?
Shut up.
Excuse me?
That's some here.
Much of our producer, right?
What is this heresy?
Come on.
I'm just kidding.
All right.
Hot
How
Take
about
City.
how about you, Mikita? Did anybody sway you on a song and bring you around to one?
Not
Oh,
a
I got
fucking
one. I
choice.
got one. I got one for me. Sorry, go.
All right, Matt, go ahead.
No. Scott, go. I just remembered one.
No, I got nothing. I like what I
Nobody
like, and I
changes
don't
his
what I
old
don't,
water
and
line.
nothing's changed. So I'm done.
Everybody's gonna get off his
the
lawn.
first one for me. The first one for me was, and it's funny, Chad, because you gave me an award for this meme, but you also slammed me for Sea of Stars. I
Sea of
thought it
Stars
was
is
Oh, you
awesome.
know what?
I thought it
Great.
was. I thought it was a
Lovely.
set. I thought it was a set eater, and part of me was I'm bummed that I wasn't back on the fish. I wasn't back on the big boat. Well, I'm never on the big boat, but that's another story. But I'm not. I wasn't back on the boat by then, and I was bitter that I missed Mohegan because I live in Jersey. I was bitter that I missed Mohegan. They played a big one there, and I'm like,
Yep, I was there.
Oh,
I should have been there.
wait, you were all over. Oh, it's free jazz. It's free jazz. It's free jazz. And I'm like,
So
it goes
good.
nowhere. It goes nowhere. I
It's so
will
good.
remember walking around a park near me, listening to the Mohegan Sea of Stars after like that day, like after Chad, you're like, dude, you got the tweet of the day with that melt of the day, whatever it was. Because I said it was a Pac-Man eating the sets with the set notation, which what did it. The math thing. See the math thing there with the set notation. But I dig the song. It definitely went somewhere. There was a little piece of it about 10 minutes in that went somewhere. So for me, long ass answer, but hello, that's me. Sea of Stars. I won't listen to that song the same again because of this space.
Nice.
That's nice.
How about you, Lope?
I'll offer this. I'm with Scott in a big way in that like some things just fit your ear. You know what I mean? Some things just work right in your brain. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And if it does, it does. Great. I fucking hate petrichor. And nothing's probably ever going to change that because it just doesn't fit my ear right. But Numberline, this has nothing to do with you guys. It's one of the most personal things I think I've ever felt surrounding the band. Is Numberline I never got into. It wasn't a thing for me. And I have a sister who was a little miracle child, and she's 15 years younger than me. And I introduced her to the band so many years ago. And she's a huge fan. And she lives here in Toronto. And we got an opportunity to go see a show here in Toronto in 2013. And she loves Numberline. She's young and whatever. She loves the pop. But whatever the hell it is, I fell in love with Numberline that night when they played it. And I got to look at her 4 seats away from me and smile one of the biggest smiles I've ever smiled in my life. And forever, for the rest of my life, Numberline will be one of my favorite Phish tunes because it gave me a connection. It gave me a moment.
Right.
And that's what we're all in it for, right?
I like it.
Yeah,
I like
that's
it.
what we're all in there for you, for sure.
Such a special moment. Did you pass her the joint or no?
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, she got the M for it. So that was fantastic.
Yeah, I got one.
What you got,
right.
Mike?
It's not
Ryan,
recent,
you were
but-
too young for that show.
No. I was gonna say there's like when Phish came back 3.0, it seemed like every Saturday, Sunday night they'd play Drowned Rock and Roll.
Really?
They got old as shit. I mean, I could just call it, but Hampton 09, this chick just flew out from like British Columbia. Another friend picked her up. We hung out with her, and they opened up second set with rock and roll. And she was sitting there like barefoot dancing, and just like it was her first show. She just flew out, first show, Hampton 09.
Nice work.
And I love that song after that. Every time, whatever that line, whatever she fell on rock and roll, and she listened to that fine music. Her life was, it was just cool, and she was just smiling and dancing. Because I used to hate when Phish would open up with that. So
Hey,
It's funny.
bad
It's
takes.
cool how
Everyone
mobile-
gets a bad take tonight.
How about you, Dave? Just continue around the roundabout.
Okay.
Is there a Phish
So
song that
I feel like. Oh, sorry, I cut you off.
No, go ahead. You
I
got
feel
your
like
answers. Let's go.
I am unique amongst a lot of Phish fans, especially, I've been seeing them for 21 years and I've seen tons and tons of shows. I'm unique in that I really like every song. Like I embrace the new material and I delve into it. And I've really, really enjoyed a lot of the newer material in 3.0.
Even Friends?
Even the line?
Even Friends?
Hey, the
Even
line
Halfway to the
is
Moon?
the line.
There
is
are
up
exceptions
there.
to every rule.
The line is a great song.
The line
Thank
is
you.
a good song. I know,
But
Kevin
Friends is
like-
not.
Yeah. But so I guess my answer is I don't really think I need much swaying, but if there are 2 songs that are like my absolute bathroom break songs that they're the bottom of the list. My least favorite, I guess I'll call them, is Ocelot.
Whoa!
And Pigtails.
Big tail.
Jennifer dances.
Wow, those are some bad takes.
They never
Those are
played
some bad
Jennifer
takes.
Dance.
Those are some awful, awful
David, I
takes.
gotta tell you
Those are
something.
I've
some
seen
bad
every
takes.
Jennifer dances though. I've seen every one.
Nice.
Everyone.
Well, that's something to be proud of.
I hear you.
All right. All right.
That's a lot.
So,
It's one of
okay.
those things for
Flex
me.
that stat.
So okay.
No, yeah.
I have a question though now regarding your Ocelot. Next time you hear Ocelot though, are you going to connect it to the Wombat Matt shout out from the Beacon stream?
Mhm.
You know, like I mean
I
that's something.
now.
did enjoy the one at the Beacon. It's not a song. Like I said, I don't.
It's
dislike
forgettable.
any of the songs.
Hey.
It's forgettable.
I would suggest you go listen to either Tahoe or
Oh yeah, this is what I
San
want.
Francisco 2018
Brian,
because
I
both
was
of
at
those
that.
are like type 1.5, very
Ryan.
laid back, groovy.
Are they
I was at
3.0
San
can you
songs?
put those in the chat,
2018.
please? Ryan,
Yes.
can you put those
Yes.
in the chat?
Yes.
Awesome, thank
It's
you.
like my
Wait.
kid telling me what to listen to.
Hey man, sometimes your kid has a good take.
Yeah,
I
no,
got kids with
I
good
agree.
takes, I got kids with
100%.
bad
Like,
takes, but sometimes
mean,
they make good takes.
It's not. I was at San Francisco 2018. I've heard really good versions of Ocelot, but it's always the jam that takes me in. It's never the song structure. The
All right, well,
song
hold on.
structure is what I'm talking about.
If that's your take, and I'm gonna throw it, like, Isn't that what 3.0 is altogether? Like we're gonna
No,
song and
come
get right to
on.
the jam.
No,
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 not at all.
not at all.
Like we were just
bore
I
us,
love
get to
it.
the chorus.
Yeah, I love it.
Monica
man.
earlier. I love that song, and I wish that they would play it more. I like a lot of those
For me-
songs during
For
that
me,
Fuego era.
I'm the like mid 40s. I have no patience at all. I want to get to the meat, which is the jam. I'm not a song chaser. I'm a jam chaser. I want
Soul
the
Planet comes on and you stand there like this until the jam.
I'll tell you what.
I had to-
I haven't heard of Soul Planet live, but yeah, probably.
Oh,
I would never.
I'll groove
Soul
with it.
Planet
Ryan,
is
I'm
great.
here to dance. I'll dance to it. I'll groove with it. But I want that feel that is going to get me somewhere. You know,
I'll give you a soul.
I think
Actually,
that
Soul
the band
Planet.
I think the band themselves is like, look, we want that too, and we're gonna write a song, and the song may be good, may be bad, but why we're in the building and why they're in the building is to see what we do after the last note of the song is done.
Hit the
And if that's
restroom
not
and
why
get in
you're
my
there,
car.
if that's not why you're there, I'm like, wow. And that's why maybe something like Jesus doesn't do it for me, because it's so predictable.
Ocelot is
I
blues.
just go to the bathroom
Ocelot
and come
is
back
blues.
and know where it's going to be.
Ocelot is blues. I mean, you know
But it's
that,
forgettable.
right?
Ocelot is Ramble on Rose, and I dig it.
They have to play some songs in the first.
And you don't like Ram?
Oh,
And you don't like
interesting.
Rose?
I never made that connection. That's a good one.
It's the first set. Very.
They have to play
positive.
12, 15 songs.
It might be the
20
Jerry.
shows
It
a
might be
tour.
the Jerry. Mixolydian. It might be the same. You know, Ryan. You probably know.
And
or
it was
you
written
know,
after
Reggie
it was
knows stuff.
written. It was written after Fare Thee Well. So Trey's head was in Garcia's space when he wrote.
Oh
all
yeah,
that
no,
stuff.
Ocelot.
Ocelot was written. No, Ocelot was on
Ocelot
Joy. Ocelot was written before the reunion.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you.
Did I
young
just hear
Ryan.
someone shit on Rose?
No,
Did
no.
someone?
I said Ocelot is its redeeming quality is that it's very Ramble on Rose.
Got you.
It makes me happy to be
Okay.
there, and it's got a little. Again, I'm a huge
Turn it back
deadhead.
down,
I'm not the
enjoy
one
your
who can
paps.
find a lot of Jerry here.
It's long enough that you can make it to the restroom and back to your people too.
That was my initial take.
Before we run out
I'm
of
not gonna
time,
fault someone for having that take.
can I
David,
do
dig
my
that you
hot
got
take?
the Ocelot.
Yeah, hurry up. Ryan, you get one hot take before we leave.
Okay, ready?
Nobody asked me my favorite.
Okay, you're all gonna start yelling at me immediately, but
Yes.
July 2017 to February 2019 is Phish's best stretch improvisationally ever.
Oh God! Bad take.
He might be right. He might be
Unapologetically.
right. He
I
might
think
be right.
because there's if you look at
But that isn't fish. That isn't fish to me.
This is a very
That's not fish to you?
long conversation.
No, fish to
Ryan,
me
that I would
is
love
the
to have
band
on Twitter.
playing "Take the A Train."
Got 3 minutes.
Trying to
no
fucking
time,
work
right?
their way through.
Anything
Take the A
after
Train.
Your can of
Nectar's isn't
worms is
fish.
too big for the amount of time we have left. I don't know.
Bad take.
No, well,
There's
I just want to give my take on that really quick. I think
Okay, we'll
you
give
have
a minute.
it's if you look at the late 90s, they
Definitely
play
that's
Tweezer
3.0.
and you can be reasonably certain where the jam is going to go based on the year.
And I like that.
And sure, there's a higher percentage of Bliss jams now, but it could also go in like weird evilness, and it can go literally anywhere because
Yeah, we're saying we only know that's where it can go because we can go back and listen to an entire tour.
Well,
All
hold
right,
on a second,
I'm
guys.
going to watch the
Okay.
show.
That was
Bye.
number one.
Hey
Have
guys,
fun,
thanks
everybody.
everybody for
Bye,
coming
y'all.
on.
Yeah, I
Bye.
just got a
Thanks for having
notification.
me.
We got to roll.
that's how.
Llama.
In defense of Ryan, though,
I
the
might
truth
agree
is-
with him though.
in
It's
defense
definitely
of
one
Ryan,
of the top 3 eras.
there's a refined element to the way they're playing their music now, much more so than there was when it was speed driven, when it was energy driven. There's a
Yeah.
much more refined element because they're older. It's a fine wine element.
Right.
Yeah, and
the
I
thing
think
is
they
that,
they
like,
lost.
Guys,
Man, are you kidding? That fucking
Go time.
All
music
right, Llama. We got a
Tweezer.
few minutes.
no, because they're
They're
starting
not on
10
yet.
minutes early.
Yeah.
Nobody
Hey,
wants
hey,
to see
They're not on
Paige.
yet. I have the stream open. They're
Nobody
not on
wants
yet.
to see Paige anyway.
Ryan. Well,
Yes.
I totally get where the take is coming from. It relies on us all being in that place where we really want to hear the next thing they do, which makes us overvalue the last thing.
Yeah,
that
do you know
we
what?
No,
do.
no, 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 no.
Real
'Cause
quick,
I didn't
real
include
quick,
2019 in that.
Real quick.
Oh yeah, okay.
Real
Okay.
quick. No,
All right.
Kevin and
Then
I had
why
this
not?
conversation.
Because
Since like
Oh.
the late 90s and 2.0, I would shit on a lot of shows and you hear a song and be like, boo hoo hoo. Do you know what? I'm 45. Trey's been back. I am just happy to go to a show. I really don't go in there. It's different now. I really don't care.
My take is
I get blown away. Great. I have
very good point. And remember,
it's great. Just to go out and see Fish play is awesome.
Look, man, I totally hear you. And remember, I'm coming from like this is the first time I've seen you or met you. I took a 15-year break from 04 to December 1st. So Nassau 19 was my first show back after 15 years. So my perspective is so warped.
So as I was gonna say, the reason I left the bulk of 2019, like after Mexico 2019, off of that is because I think for that stretch, 2017, 2018, and Mexico 2019, they were playing with a confidence that we hadn't seen since the late 90s. And instead of having that confidence with just the funk jams, they had that confidence with a whole range of different jamming ideas. They were moving from idea to idea in different jams, and there was just so much happening. And I think they definitely lost some of that confidence in 2019. But if you look at especially fall 2018, which is my favorite Fish tour,
why did they
when
lose
Trey
it?
Hold on, guys.
Why did they lose it?
Dad, wrap us up.
I don't know.
1 second. Ryan.
Yes.
First of all, I totally respect you as a musician, and your ear and your talent is amazing.
Thank you.
And what you're talking about is doing math. And Matt, unmute your microphone for a second.
There you go. Sorry.
So hold on. Wait. So Ryan is a brilliant kid with a mind. I want Matt from math to explain to Ryan how an equation
gone.
It can be both true or false.
But he's gone.
Okay.
I'm not
That
saying
is super fucked up.
I'm just saying that's my opinion.
Hold on.
Well, okay, literally, if we're talking 1 + 1 = 2, yes, if we're talking about 1 as a counting number. If we're counting things and there's one of them and we add to it a second one of them, yes, we have 2 of them. Well, I even said second one. We add 1 and we add another one. We have 1, we add another one, there's 2. But
What's
if
the
that
opposite
one,
of 0?
but if that 1 is a group of 3 and we add to it another 1, which is a group of 4, then we have 7. So in that case, 1 + 1 = 7. So you have to define the things that you're talking about in order to make a logical conclusion.
I should have brought this up earlier.
Well, yeah, really. So,
I was gonna say.
no,
Matt,
that's perfect.
I'm gonna.
Matt,
We'll do another time.
Matt, what is the opposite? What is the opposite of 0? Infinity or
We'll have
1?
we'll have to have a take Ryan apart on his takes show at some point.
So in.
And when
Guys, I love you all. The show's about to start. I'm afraid we could talk forever. I thank you for making these 8 weeks of watching and everything. It's meant a lot. I love you all. And please tune in next week. We're going to have a recap show, and hopefully you guys can make it for that. Enjoy the show, guys. Thank you very much.
Good night, everyone. Enjoy. See you on Twitter.
we're all muted, but I'm not now, so bye.
Yeah, bye.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Real
Yeah,
good to
thanks
meet
for
you,
coming
man.
on, man. Anytime.
Mama, always. Thank you, bud.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Thanks
Llama.
for your efforts in recruitment. I really am happy to be a part of it, and
Yeah.
look forward
It's good to see you,
disappointing
man.
everyone very soon.
It's good to meet you. Damn it, what was your name? This guy over here. in that
Mike
corner.
or Matt?
Yeah, Mike. It's good to meet you too,
Mike.
bud.
All right.